Welcome back. Why is my Cassandra hiding? Hold on. Get out. Yes. We need to admire that, but anyways, today I'm planning on finishing, not finishing, no, starting chapter 9, cause the anniversary is soon. It's about to come. So I need my Nautica and I wanna play the latest main story that's gonna be updated soon. So yeah, hopefully I can finish this. Yeah, not in this stream, but hopefully I can finish it before the update came out. You know, I don't know when is it, but yeah. So, oh wait, hold on.
Oh, I don't much care for
woman.
symposiums.
Is there anything
But
else
if you
to
can stand
do
the
before?
speeches
Already
and
did it. Okay.
politics,
And let's just start
you can always find
the story. I don't want to waste any time because I'm excited to see Racoleta and Alep. So yeah, let's go. Can I? Oh no. Okay. What's that sound? What is that sound? So the platonic year worlds out new right and wrong, worlds in the old instead. All men are dancing in their thread. Goes the barbarous clangor of a gong. Oh, interesting. Aracoleta. It's the final day of March, and the daylight hours in Ushuaia are shrinking away. Hold on. Okay. Sorry. I forgot what was the last thing happened in the previous chapter. God damn, my memory. Anyways, past the busy season, the city is faded and quiet. At this moment in a cafe at the end of the world, conversation and laughter are still within an airtight glass door.
Hace algunos años, trabajé como guardabosques en un campamento en Cuernavaca. Ahí conocí a un poeta surrealista mexicano.
Oh.
Estaba especialmente agradecido de que estuviera ahí. Unos animales habían entrado al campamento y les ahuyenté por él. No fue gran cosa, en realidad. Como muestra de agradecimiento, me explicó esta extraña historia. Una que ocurrió en un pueblo del desierto de Sonora, llamado Amalfitano, en 1975. La gente ahí seguía una creencia muy poco ortodoxa, que giraba en torno al dado de Babilonia.
Okay.
Un día,
That
una
looks
investigadora con una maleta llegó al pueblo.
concerning.
Vino a estudiar sus costumbres locales. Una razón nada sorprendente para que una intelectual erudita apareciera en un remoto asentamiento del desierto.
Oh, what a great way to start.
But little did she know, this dusty old town and its peculiar custom would lead her down an entirely unexpected path.
Hold on. Sorry to interrupt, Recoleta. Does this researcher have a name? She could be Nora, Joanna, or Teresa. Any name, really. I feel like you want people focusing on this story, not keeping track of who's who.
Confusion and shock. Confusion and shock intertwine on the storyteller's face.
Thank you for your advice. But she isn't a Nora, or a Joanna, or a Teresa. She's just herself. A
What does that mean?
Researcher.
You see that look? She's halfway to eating you alive. Face it, Maria. She wouldn't be the loca we know if she listened to anyone.
Ah, all right. So you didn't like the opening. Fine. I'll come up with something new. Maybe I'll start with a bit of exposition on the Die of Babylon, beginning with its origins as a secret relic created by an Aztec priest, imprisoned by the conquistadores.
So, is she the writer? Trying to write. Who's the other person? Like, why is she dictating her work? But I guess it's just an advisor. The mysterious dies origin never get a continuation, as the story is interrupted by.
I don't know if that's going to do much, hermana.
Oh!
I'm beginning to think we'll never figure out what you're trying to say with this novel.
Oh, I
And,
guess she's just a
well,
friend. Oh,
And this
sister?
isn't your fault.
Ay Dios. Just tell her, Maria. We're going back to Buenos Aires.
Oh!
¿De vuelta a Buenos Aires? ¿De repente? ¿Así? ¿Sin más?
Oh my god.
Pancho, Maria, what's going on? Did I do something wrong during our travels?
The starter storyteller eyes her companions of the last 2 months searching for a reason.
Ah, see. I know what it is. I've bored you with my constant rambling over this novel.
Oh my god.
No, Recoleta. It's got nothing to do with her novel.
Don't you get it? We're flat broke. Why do you think we're stuck here scrubbing tables?
Oh my god. I understand, man. Life is hard. Capitalism is hard. The man slammed his damn washcloth on the table to emphasize his point. His voice breaks the illusion of silence in the cafe.
Because we can't pay for all the mate we've been drinking.
Now,
Oh,
it wasn't
yeah.
a question, Regoleta. We've crossed the continent, crashed
Just
the
called him
readings of
out.
all those prestigious poets, and leave the way a real artist should. And I admit it, it's been just as amazing as you promised. But we can't go on living like this.
You know that we both care about you, and we believe in your novel too. I'd be lying if I said this journey meant nothing to me. Getting to ride around the continent on a motorcycle like Che Guevara himself? I never could have imagined I'd get the chance to go on an adventure like this. We got to live the dream.
A real
Oh my god, look
dream.
at her face.
Except for those days when the motorcycle broke down. Though that was a real tribute to Che's journey too.
Don't tease, Pancho.
Oh my god, be positive, man.
Recoleta, since you invited us to join the Visceral Realists, we've both found amazing new ways to channel our inner poetry.
Oops, I forgot this is a spoiler. Kaito, what are you doing here? It is. I'm going to spew a lot of spoilers.
Even though I still don't understand what in the world you're trying to say with your novel, or for that matter, what visceral realism actually is.
Maria, Pancho.
But it's okay, you're
told us
fine.
not
It's just
to
the
worry about the
starting.
definitions, to
The first
feel
chapter.
and to live in our words. We did just as you said, and it felt great.
There's nothing much going on yet. So it's fine, Gaito, it's fine. She looks out at Ushuaia, feeling a chill, okay. Snow falls from the dimming sky. The season is shifting soon. Grey and white will blanket the colorful houses of this desolate land.
Ahora el frío del invierno se instala. Y lo único que parece importante es ese pequeño pueblo ficticio.
Oh. The storyteller sings back against their accusation, searching for words.
I appreciate your honesty, amigos. I was worried the problem was much worse than all that. Winter here isn't as dreadful as you think, and I know just the place to keep us warm.
Why didn't
It
you
was
say sooner?
1520.
Okay.
Arcanist Ferdinand Magellan sailed across unfamiliar waters under orders from the Spanish crown. Over the vast gray sea, he saw spots of light in the distance. An island. He named it Tierra del Fuego. For the
Okay.
next 400 years, Ushuaia faithfully served its role at the end of the world. It became the continent's penal colony, and its largest building even served as a prison.
Oh my god.
Many arcanists were exiled there. By the turn of the century, the arcanist hunt had reached its peak, and the Comala Sanatorium was built. Well, as you may already know, at that time, most arcanists were believed to be victims of madness. The sanatorium was their ship of fools. However, as people began to realize that Arcanus blood wasn't a guarantee of madness, fewer and fewer were
My
imprisoned.
God.
By 1947, it was officially closed.
Discrimination.
Until the 1970s.
I feel
when
like
a group
people
of people
there.
from the National Foucault Studies Association returned to
Extremists.
the island with new ideas for the location. They spoke in abstract terms and opaque theories that no one could understand. They rebuilt this place and gave it a new name.
Oh,
After a long period of construction, the Comala Sanatorium became a prison once more.
my
One
God.
designed to hold Arcanus criminals.
Why
They were
is it
taken
so
from streets
specific?
and psychiatric clinics, from secret societies and rebel groups. Any Arcanist deemed mentally or socially unfit
my
would be
God.
locked away there.
Excuse me, so are you gonna be
This
there?
association claimed the inmates would receive the best
I'm
treatment,
joking.
and they would fully recover before being returned to society.
Oh my
A
God.
prison, a medical lab, a sanatorium. Call it whatever you want. That is what Comala is today.
I see.
And we could spend the whole winter there. It'd probably be the easiest winter we've ever
I
had.
don't think that's a good
All it
idea,
requires
Recoleta.
is a little bit of acting.
You gonna act like you're a lunatic?
It
Excuse me.
won't be hard to pass ourselves off as a bunch of unstable crackpots.
Oh my
A touch
God.
of madness comes parceled with the gifts of being an Arcanist.
I don't think that's a good idea, woman.
That's your brilliant idea? To get us locked up in an asylum?
Exactly,
You
young
understand
man.
we'd
Tell.
be prisoners there, don't you? It's not like we get to put our feet up and relax by a fire.
The increasingly agitated companion turns his head aside, catching the faint outline of a patrolling gendarme. I don't know what the hell is that. Through the frosted window.
You want to go to jail? Well, see that man over there? Go greet him with a punch to the jaw, then you'll be set for the whole winter.
It sounds like a good idea.
Oh my God.
Recoleta, please. We're not messing with the Gendarmeria.
What the fuck? Gendarmeria? How does that word be a hen? Oh my
We're
God.
going to my aunt Julia's. She said she could take us in at her vineyard up north
I'm-
near
I'm-
the capital.
I'm amazed
It's
actually
harvest season. They could use all
by
the
that
help
word.
they can get.
I could not have guessed it.
We'll return to Ushuaia next year. Or when the winter has passed. It'll still be great.
I feel like Recoleta is a stubborn girl. Recoleta's experience, oh my God, expression is as cool as the mate tea on the table.
I hear you, amigos.
Amigos.
But respectfully, I must turn down your offer.
Oh
This has
no.
been more than just a road trip for me. I know sticking around here for the winter won't be easy. But this could be my last chance. What if things change again? I can't just wait for spring.
Recoleta.
What did I tell you, Maria? She never listens. Wasting your breath. Adios, Regoleta. I don't think we'll meet again.
Punch shows apologetic words freezing his mouth.
Mierda! Those gendarmes are looking straight at us!
Oh. Are we gonna fight? The cafe door swings open. A gust of cold air and dampness sweeps through the room. Recoleta's hair stand on end with the chill as he turns
Stop right
to
there!
face the door.
You three match the descriptions of some intruders at the poetry meeting in Casa Pionera.
Oh no, Recoleta plans a respawn only to hear the scrambling sound of a companion bolting away out the back door.
Just when I thought things couldn't get any worse.
Fight! Fight! It's a fight! It's a fight! What are we going against? It's inside level. I'm just gonna use this.
Program activated.
Look at that fish! Kill it! Kill it!
Loading.
Into the darkness.
Please, allow me.
Eliminate target.
Stay back, I say.
Amazing.
Liberato dal fratello.
Yeah.
Punishing you.
Make them, Ezio. Amazing, Ezio. Ah, so close. So close.
Perfectly understood.
Charging.
Wait for the right moment.
Flee, mortal.
Amazing.
Faraday's miracle.
Ah, we're done.
And now to return to my long-term mission.
Okay. I'm not gonna pronounce that word. I feel like I'm gonna butcher that word. Oh my god, I didn't even read that. Until she stumbled on a patch of wet and mushy snow.
Oh, gracias a Dios. Creo
Oh my
que
god.
lo logramos.
She's hurt.
Are you alright?
Bertie! Bertie!
Ah, gracias.
Of
I
course
would
it's
kiss the
Bertie.
ground and kiss the gendarme's boots, if one must choose. Wait a second. Doris, is that you? Funny
Huh?
how life moves in circles and puts an old friend in my path. How have you been? Are you paying another visit to Comala?
She knows Doris. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm excited now. It's just the first chapter. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Doris.
Oh my god, Bertie haven't even looked at her before. Hold on a second. Oh my god. A name falls from the sky, offered by a girl who has just face planted and cannot see the figure before her.
Timekeeper. Could she mean her, Dr. Doris?
Yes,
Um,
exactly,
was I
Soneto.
mistaken?
Yes, you are. Oh my god, I'm so excited. She wipes the snow from her face, still dizzy. She makes out the stranger before her. As her vision clears, it becomes apparent that that face is not a perfect clue. At least the person holding the suitcase in front of her is not the same woman she met before.
How strange. I've never seen two people so alike.
Ah,
But
maybe there's a
please,
reason
forgive
behind
me.
it.
It's been a long day. No need to apologize.
Oh my
In
god,
fact,
I miss her
the
voice.
person you just mentioned sounds like someone we're looking for. Could you tell me where you last saw her? Sure, Excuse me, you're not from around here, are you?
Of course,
Your
look at
accents
the
and those
clothes.
clothes give you away. Come with me. I know a warmer place to talk.
The prison. Oh, I'm liking Recoleta a lot. What a way to start. What a way to start. Oh my god. There's 3 of them. Let's listen to the
The
voice.
moment armies start to march, the world stands still.
The voice is, I feel like it's different.
You fight or fall back, charge forward or run. Those are the only rules on the battlefield. I don't see a start time on this report, nor does it state the reason for or the demands of this war.
Yeah, that's because the war hasn't started yet. Because this is a war waged with people in pen. I feel like I'm gonna choose that.
That's what you think.
Oh,
The scars left on the land may be the most obvious form of destruction, but the true devastation of war is one that develops gradually in the souls of people.
I still don't see how this relates to what's happening now.
You don't? The young riders have all been exiled, sent down a path with no signs to follow and no destination. In dark days of bloody conflict, soldiers often find comfort in scriptures and verses, or in letters from their loved ones. They hold those words close, a fragile piece of home, a brief solace from the roaring of the battlefield. But as they fall one by one, they learn the bitter truth. No destiny awaits them but death. That bitter homesickness still weighing
sad.
heavy in their hearts.
Yeah, I hope they can at least find some peace in their dreams. Nah, there's no peace in.
In dreams. Maybe.
Wow,
Walking the streets
it's
in
really
your
positive.
hometown. Spending a lazy afternoon at the writing desk. Dreams can take you anywhere.
There's nothing wrong with spending that lazy afternoon. I don't really like that.
But live there too long, and the lines between fiction and reality will blur. And soon, you'll never wake up again.
Yep, just like me playing games.
Soldiers crawl through trenches, roll in the mud, and charge to their deaths again and again, while words are forever trapped within the confines of poetry, made to live, die, and live again under the golden prophecy. I can't stand the way poets talk.
Oh my god, I don't have to hit on them. I kinda love poets, you know. Now we're reading this first. Buenos Aires Vision Intake Report. Authority, it's always so flexible. Okay. The Buenos Aires Division has received member of the Storm, a research team, Ulrich and Regulus. Both are to be temporarily stationed at the division while undergoing basic health examination. Okay. The timekeeper and her assistant received the message upon landing at Tierra del Fuego and have departed on a mission. The message source and details of the operation have been reported by Soneto. Our site currently has no access. Okay. Other survivors taken in Barca. Oh, I didn't play that event. Oh my god. Barcarola, a pure-blood arcanist and musician aboard the Breeze. Fatutu, a pure-blood arcanist and a member of the Nukuteo Ta'eo people. Further investigation of her people is required. For the full risk level assessment report, see attachment 1-35. Okay, that's interesting. I think, oh my god, I didn't play that event. So sad. The Ushuaia pot explosion. Reports, endless reports. Why are they only ever reports? Oh my god. The tremor from the explosion at Ushuaia's port shook the surrounding for nearly 10 seconds. What? That's so specific. After which strong winds carried the flame across the dock area. Thick smoke spread for several kilometers. The explosion injured 12 people. Over 200 residents were evacuated. And it took the Navy and Fire Department nearly 6 hours to contain the fire. Unfortunately, key logistic facilities were reduced to ruins. Oh my god. That looks bad. Investigation confirmed that the explosions originated from 3 sources: an oil storage tank and 2 cargo warehouses along the third dock. Okay. However, the disproportionate scale of the explosion raises suspicions of arcade skill involvement. I wonder who it is. It is still unclear whether this incident is related to the Xeno mutiny, and simultaneous investigation are ongoing on other arcanist organizations that may be responsible. Is the Foundation being targeted? I don't know. What the hell is this? You call this a report? This is all you're handing in? Panic is already spreading. Do I need to remind you that Ushuaia is our nearest deep water port? Flames higher than the lighthouse, seawater dyed blood red. Oh my god. This catastrophe is bringing up painful memory of the war from over a decade ago. Our wounds are being torn open in the worst way possible, and after all this time I gave you to investigate, you're just giving me a list of possibilities? Oh my god. Who's speaking this? A few days ago, people suspected those lunatics locked up in prison. But what the hell can they even do besides bash their heads against barbed wire and spout their pathetic rhetoric? Maybe they scribble out a doppelganger on a pile of backwards poetry, conjure up a few imaginary hot air balloons to float them to the port, then molded a ton of bombs from mud and ice. Fat chance! The only thing you got right now was not including them in your list of suspects. Otherwise, I have to throw I have you throwing that prison alongside. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so passive aggressive. I know you're desperate. I know it's like, it's cutting deep, but you can't just accuse people, you know? You can't just put people in prison just for the sake of satisfying a group of people, a group of another people, you know? That's just bad. Anyways, let's continue. More than circles. No, it's reminding me of 37. With her circles. Circles was everything as well.
According to these
Yes.
news reports
Hi.
from Ushuaia, there was
Hi,
an
Joel
arcane
Larry.
attack on the pier about a week ago. All the ships in the port were destroyed. Could Manus Vindicte be responsible for this? Or perhaps the Xeno rebels?
Hard to say. But things have been suspiciously
It's
quiet
very
these past few
suspicious.
days. I had been hoping we'd find some clues here in Ushuaia after we lost track of the Manus in the Free Breeze shipwreck. They would have gone to ground somewhere remote and off the radar. Indeed, it's possible they've already left Ushuaia. For whatever reason, it seems they haven't been pushing for the storm to happen quite as eagerly as before.
I skipped chapters starting from 3 and now I'm 27. Oh, TBF, P2, Ezio and... Ah! Exactly! Ezio and Cassandra is goated right now. But why did you skip the chapters? The story, especially chapter 6 and 7 is amazing. It's so amazing, I love it so much. But yes, Ezio and Cassandra. I definitely agree with that.
I have a strange feeling about it all. They're definitely up to something.
I was desperate for those drops. Ah, understandable. That's a valid reason, to be honest. If I were in your spot, I would do that too. But try to play the story again because it's really interesting, and I feel like lately the story has been progressing quite in a good pace, I would say. Yeah. Except if you're starting from chapter 3, then it's gonna be a bit slower. But trust me, as you go along, it's gonna get more interesting. Yeah.
For now, it seems our new friend's story lines up with the intel from Moth. It seems the Xeno rebels really did bring Dr. Dorez here. We should see if there's anything more she can tell us.
I really want Bertin to meet oh my god, I need to see that. The chief assistant hasn't
The Foundation doesn't have any intelligence on Tierra del Fuego. If the Manus really are here, then we'll be on our own. The closest Foundation branch is in Buenos Aires, 3,200 kilometers away.
Girl, we always have been on our own. Like, most of the time it's like Bertie's struggling alone. What do you mean that's a problem? It's just how Bertie works. But understand the worry. Okay, she reflects without words. A reminder that the chaos caused by Igor's rebellion is still fresh,
Careful
yeah.
and well considered
I'm
as
still
ever,
heartbroken
Senator.
by
It's
Moldiv.
possible they've already infiltrated Ushuaia, just as they did in Chisos. But the Xeno rebels may still be holding Dorez. We can't just wait around. I'm afraid we'll have to take the risk. Ushuaia is not very big.
It's very
If Manus
Bertie.
Vindicte is here, we'll notice. Stay sharp.
Understood, Timekeeper. I'll keep an eye out for them and for Dr. Dorez.
Yes. After a chaotic hunt and escape, the cafe regains its usual peace. The... Oh my god, I forgot how to pronounce this. Meria? Oh my god, I'm not gonna pronounce that. Are gone. And so to Recoleta's companions.
My friends. They're really gone.
Of course they're gonna be scared. You're being wanted. In a
Adios,
land...
Recoleta. I don't think we'll meet again. So that's all I get?
I mean, like, he doesn't... I don't think he mean that, but... It was in the heat of the moment, and then those gods come.
We could have exchanged some farewell poems, read them out loud like we used to, and shed a few bitter tears over our heartfelt goodbyes.
Oh my god. Oh my god,
You know what
Recoleta.
they say.
That's what you worry about?
Goodbyes are only a senseless feast of unhappiness. Pardon?
Oh.
Oh, it's nothing. Never mind. Please, sit down.
The mind of
Could
a
we get a
writer.
pot of mate with mint, please?
Thank you.
Recoleta watches with interest as the two girls take the offered cup of tea.
So you're looking for Doris? I can tell she's important to you from your look.
Yeah, very important. Even I want Bertie to meet
You
her.
could tell us about the... Of course.
Oh my god, shit.
It was one of those gray, overcast afternoons.
Oh! Oh, it's a
I
flashback.
had just turned onto Calle Bolivar when I ran into this blind woman on my way to the post office.
Haha.
To be exact, I didn't run into her. She called to me. It felt like a sacred moment in time.
It felt like a mother
Something
call. Oh, sorry.
Unworldly. I just stood there, frozen, as she walked up and fixed a loose thread on my sweater. I stared at her until my fingers went numb, and the letter almost slipped out of my hand.
Uh-huh.
Miss, could you tell me what's in that direction?
Oh my god. Mother.
I followed her hand as she pointed
Look
forward.
at her voice.
Strangely,
So majestic.
even though I could see she was blind, I had a feeling that she knew exactly where she was pointing and where she intended to go. That's the way to Comala prison, senora.
I'm really doubting that she's blind, but okay.
Is that where you're headed? I could walk you there if you'd like.
The intuition of a blind person is impressive, you know? Yeah.
Thank you, miss. But I think I found my way.
Yes,
She held
use
the typewriter.
feelings.
How ironic that God would give her, at once, both books and night.
Okay.
I am Recoleta. What may I call you, miss? I hope you don't mind me
Look at her
asking,
voice.
senora. I didn't mean to pry. It's only that I have to know. You're a writer too, aren't you? I've been working on a novel, and for some reason, I have this feeling you could be a character in it. Forgive me. I'm just so excited. I really want to remember this moment. Please, may I have your
Oh
name?
my god, she's
Or whatever
yapping
you
a
want me to
lot.
call you?
And she and Laura isn't even replying her.
I don't think I'll ever forget her smile. It was soft, kind, almost merciful.
Very motherly,
And
you know.
oddly,
No offense taken, Miss Recoleta. But first, I have a question for you. What does literature mean to you?
sorry. What a question it was. I wasn't expecting anything like
I
it.
thought so. No one ever asked you that, I guess.
You're a writer, are you not? And one I sense with purpose. Tell me, where does such powerful motivation come from?
Actually, well, I'm not sure, senora. I have my pursuits and questions, but literature is neither the goal nor the answer to them.
Haha.
Literature is, well, it's just literature. I suppose
What
if I
does
had
that
to
even
define
mean?
it, I'd say it's a tool. A kindling for fire, or a lens to see through. A means to explore and raise questions from different angles and
Okay, now
express our
now you're
perspectives.
answering it right. Just now it was like a spew of words. I don't know, man. Maybe my brain is not a brain of a writer.
And what an interesting perspective you've expressed. But how does literature make you feel?
As though I'm a kid looking through a kaleidoscope for the first time.
Oh, that's a cute
Well,
way to
maybe
describe
that's not
it.
the best way to put it. Perhaps something a little more subtle. Just when I was looking for the right word, she turned away with a little wave,
Bye bye,
heading
mother.
toward the prison, her feet crunching over the fine snow.
Very fine. She's a fine.
So
Okay.
she must have gone to the prison.
When did all of this happen?
About 3 days ago.
Oh, that's
I
very
remember the sun
recently.
came out for a while that day, and the streets were glistening with melting snow.
What happened with? Wait, what happened with Igor then? I thought she was with Igor.
You've heard of Kamala Prison, haven't you?
Word by word, the question turns from an implication into a declaration.
3 days ago. Then we may be able to catch up with her there, timekeeper.
You're right.
You're gonna
We
meet
need
a
to get
bunch
there
of
as soon as
psycho
we can.
peoples. Okay.
Whoa, amazing. So decisive, assertive. A true show of character.
Oh no! Oh no! It's like having a narrator alongside.
You must be the very archetype of a charismatic leader.
Oh
What's
my.
left to say? Whenever the protagonist
Oh
has
my
what they want fall into their laps, we're all quick to complain about lazy writers using Deus Ex Machina to keep the story together. So let's not dwell on it.
Oh my god. It's kind of reminding me of like those like in animes, you know, there's like bunch of people like the main characters doing shit and then there's this one back like side character be like, oh he's using his special, oh my god. Should cancel this observation with a silent note and to an unseen author.
But anything can happen in a place like Ushuaia. It's a city where the day may only last 4 hours and the streets are full of exiled arcanists.
Excuse me? Is that a bad thing? Are you saying that all arcanists is a bad
We
thing?
appreciate
no, I mean,
your
she's
help.
an arcane.
Miss
She's an arcanist.
Recoleta, please think nothing of it.
I thought
Miss
she already
Recoleta.
said her name.
I'm Vertin, and this is Sonetto. We're investigators from the St. Pavlo Foundation.
Pleasure to meet you.
Likewise. Glad that I could help. But listen, ladies.
Ladies! I'm sorry. My brain is full of like brain rot shit. And the girl winks playfully.
Everything happens for a reason, and now it's becoming clear. You're going to Kamala prison, and so am I.
Ah, she wanted
Maybe it's
she
fate
wanted
that brought us together.
to tag along.
What's your business there, if you don't mind our asking?
Oh my god, but they be like, what do we want to go there for? And then like backtracking, like, if you don't mind me asking, you know.
Oh, it's a writer's mission. But anyway, we're friends now. If you're going to
Okay.
Kamala, you'll need someone who knows the way.
Oh my god, she's such an extrovert. I don't know why. Like, how can she declare she's a friend with someone? Oh my god, I would be having like a lot of overthinking. Like, are we friends? Are we not friends? This girl just declared. Is it? Okay. Ushuaia, the end of the world. Where is this place? The furthest age of civilization. Oh, I thought it was the guy that's gonna talk. Historically, the town of Ushuaia originally was home to just 400 people until 1,100 convicts were exiled here. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. That's a lot. That's a majority of it. It's not hard to see why. After all, this little town has a chill to it that pierces the bone. Even the rain feels unapologetic and bleak. Damn. Those exiles soon became essential for the town. They cut the lumber, built the generators, and survived the harsh winter alongside the townspeople. Some stayed after their release, and with time, the town prospered. A town so deeply intertwined with stories of exile and imprisonment, don't you think that gives it a certain mysterious, intricate, unspoken charm? Oh my god, the way she speaks. In the cold and silence of the polar night, a pair of warm hands can warm not just your body but also your heart. Even those hands belongs to a death row convict exile here. Of course, even if they belong to a waddling penguin, they will still be the hands of a friend. Over the years, we could even end up like a family. Oh my god. Indeed, I think I understand how the residents and prisoners integrated. Surviving in the harsh climate of polar regions like this isn't easy. Prisoner couldn't make it alone. The harsh nature of the surrounding taught them a simple truth: no person survives on their own. Sorry. Such poetic wording, Sonetto. You really ought to try your hand at poetry. It is an act of outpouring one's feelings and taking a journey through one's own mind. A journey through your mind? Thanks for the suggestion. Perhaps I'll consider giving it a try in the future. Bonding time! Did I not press it? Oh, we can check it. Oh my god, wait, what the hell was that? Oh my god, that's a huge die. D&D. Anyways, let's continue. The place that time forgot. Kumala Prison Perimeter. The grey riverbed winds through the frostbitten earth, disappearing into the distant horizon. A neat yet dilapidated circular complex stands alone beneath the snow-capped mountains, as if abandoned by God, humanity, and ghosts alike. Yeah, that looks... I'm sorry to say, but it looks like a freaking school. Oh my god. Outside the fence, 3 uninvited guests. I'm not gonna comment further on the school part. Okay. 3 uninvited guests discuss their plan to get inside. Okay.
Behold, Komala Prison. It's the biggest building around. When the sun comes out, it looks like a rusty button stitched into the earth. Everyone tries not to pay attention to it, but it's undoubtedly one of the most important places in town. This way. Careful. We're heading uphill. Oops!
The young writer begins to sleep again. She's prevented only by Soneto's quick reflexes.
Thanks. So, my new friends, you're from that St. Palominos?
St. Pavlov Foundation.
Palominos! Palominos!
And Vertin is the timekeeper there.
Ah, very impressive. Sounds all official and polished.
Oh my gosh, she
Then
doesn't even know about
I take it you've already got away into the prison?
The gate present an unwelcoming face to the world.
I'll draft a letter to headquarters right away. Once they approve it, they'll notify the local branch in Buenos Aires. From there, they'll need to inform the Argentine government.
That's a long-ass process.
Who will then issue us a permit.
Excellent. Looks like our bureaucrats still have some worth. No offense intended, of course.
Since we're pressed for time,
valid.
I believe we can ask that headquarters give high priority to our request. If all goes well, we should have the permit in about a month.
Oh my god, that's a long ass time.
How expedient of them. But you know what? Maybe we shouldn't bother all those hard-working government officials with these trifling matters after all.
She instantly returned to her previous judgment.
I have a simpler solution that suits the urgency of our cause.
That sounds great. Oh, where are you going, Miss Recoleta?
Breaking in. Before anyone can stop her, the young writer hurls herself up the wall, scaling the side with a sort of skill that immediately suggests she's done with this. She's done this
To
before.
the other side of the wall, of course. From Guadalajara to Ushuaia. There has yet to be a wall that could stop me.
Okay.
Come on, ladies of the Foundation. Soneto, take my hand.
Soneto looks utterly flustered.
Miss Recoleta, please. A reckless act like that could have serious consequences. Please come back down. In fact, while the details of our mission are classified, I should warn you it may be dangerous, and we cannot guarantee your safety once we're inside. Perhaps it's in your best interest to return to town.
What? That is definitely not in my best interest. What sort of pusillanimous coward would I be if I just abandoned my fated companions here?
Oh my god.
Of course I'm going in with you. Or rather, you're coming with me.
I feel like you're using that as an excuse. You're using Vertin and Soneto as an
Please
excuse.
get down, Miss Recoleta.
Yeah.
Someone's coming our way.
Are we gonna fight? Are we gonna fight? From the other side of the prison fence, a predator gaze locks onto the figure perched on the wall.
Stop right there. What do you think you're doing?
Oh.
Caramba, it's her again. The jailer of Komala.
Did she say jailer or jaguar?
Jailer or jaguar? Wait, there's a talking jaguar? There's a talking jaguar?
Program activated.
It is a talking jaguar, oh my god! Are there any dialogues? No, okay.
Perfectly understood.
It's a talking jaguar.
Wait for the right moment.
Do you have a
It's
little
so cute! I want to give hay pets!
Barrage.
Liberato dal fratello.
Oh my god, look at the jaguar. Oh my god. Well, it's gone now.
Finally, it's just you and me, Ma.
Yep. Bye-bye, Jago.
Miss Recoleta, haven't I made myself clear? I don't want to see you here
Oh
again.
my god. That is one fine-ass Jaguar. Damn, son. Okay.
Jailer, we meet again. What a delightful encounter on such a...
Oh no. A sudden gust of cold wind interrupts her.
lovely day.
Yeah.
Would you please just leave this place alone? I'll never understand why a promising young woman like you keeps snooping around a prison. I can't make this any clearer. Trying to break into Comala will do nothing to get you inside, but it will get you into a world of trouble with the Gendarmeria. So, will you stop this senseless
Oh my god,
breaking
the
attack?
chocolate is... This jail is something, man. I'm
Comala
I'm
prison
really
is
questioning
only
myself.
accessible to academic researchers and journalists. And even they must have official credentials in order
Damn.
to enter.
Look at that hand.
Isn't there any other way to pay a visit? I truly do need to get
The
in
art
there.
is so beautiful. She racks her brain for a plausible excuse.
Sorry to interrupt. But did you just say official credentials?
Yes, you heard me right. And you are?
I'm the timekeeper of the St. Pavlov Foundation. My assistant and I are here to visit Kamala Prison on official orders from the Foundation. Here, this is my ID.
Yeah, she lied. At the thought of lying, Sorrento lips fail to open or for even a squeak. She goes flush red with embarrassment. Through the prison fence, the jailer examines the pair as she takes the ID in a sizable paws. Oh, it's so cute. Look at everything. Oh my god, look at that. Ooh. It is at least a very presentable looking car, boldly stamped with the seal of the St. Pablo
This is
Foundation.
indeed legitimate.
She murmurs.
Welcome to Kamala Prison. Apologies for my earlier behavior. It's been a while since we've had any official visitors.
Wow, that's easy. That's so easy. Is it that or not? I want to see what it looks like inside. Before that, let's do this first. National Focal Study Association. They brandish philosophy or to persecute all heretics equally. The National Focal Study Association was founded by scholars alongside the junta to support the study of Foucault's theory and further exploration of social structure. Thus, a regular column was established in this publication where contributions from all perspectives are welcome and encouraged. This newspaper is about as old as I am, yet you somehow managed to find a copy? Yes, the Panopticon of Comala was founded by the National Focal Study Association as a site for experimental psychoanalysis. Damn. I've read about it. A single watcher could observe all prisoners, and since the prisoner never knew if they were being watched or not, the surveillance system infiltrated every details of their life. Is it smart, isn't it? It is smart. Okay, it is smart, isn't it? The actual surveillance remains unseen, yet the prisoner nonetheless end up trapped in a closed, fragmented structure. Or those were my pen pal's words. Oh. He also said it was a significant experiment for the government at that time. But in that era, focal psychoanalysis seemed more like means to end. Huh? Wait, so if I'd been born a few decades earlier, would I have needed to try so hard to get into this prison? Oh my god. Wouldn't the guards have locked me up just for writing or speaking? Yeah. I may not always understand you, but I sincerely hope you are joking. No. Back then, people faced more than just imprisonment. They would disappear and torture many deaths. Yep. Alright, I apologize. That was probably a bit inappropriate for a joke. I admit, relax. Please relax a little. Oh my god. Stop this. Let me end this. Do I need to press it twice? Okay. Kamala's collar. Oh, paper.
Día tras día, la investigadora de paracausalidad se escondió en la
my God.
naturaleza fuera del pueblo de Amalfitano, estudiando los datos que había recolectado.
Day after day, the paracausality researcher hid away in the wildernesses outside the town of Amalfitano, studying the data she had collected.
Una tarde, al
One evidence
anochecer,
does, the
una
voice
voz
called
llamó
out.
desde fuera de su cueva.
I'm not gonna read that.
Ella dejó el equipo
My brain can
y
read
las
that when someone is
cintas
speaking.
y salió afuera. Un hombre estaba de pie, curioso, frente a su puerta. ¿Qué haces aquí?
Oh my god.
Preguntó, levantando ambas cejas. Nada sucede en Amalfitano en estos días.
Ojo.
El local se presentó como el empleado del banco. Probablemente tenía la cara más amable del lugar. Ojos brillantes, mejillas levantadas, una mandíbula suave.
Glazing.
Era una cara llena de esperanza. La investigadora le mostró los espectros que había estado recopilando. He estado recolectando historias sobre el dado, explicó. Quizás ellos contienen la clave para explicar la aleatoriedad que muestra el destino. Ah, eso realmente me intriga, respondió rápidamente el empleado del banco. Me encantaría escuchar todo sobre eso, pero debo irme. No debo llegar tarde al funeral del pescador de dunas. Y con eso se fue. 3 días después, los mismos pasos regresaron a su cueva. ¿Volviste? ¿Cómo has estado? ¿Lograste llegar al funeral? Preguntó. No tengo idea de lo que estás hablando, respondió de manera cortante. No soy el hombre que crees que soy.
Oh my god.
Su rostro estaba agotado y demacrado, sus ojos hundidos profundamente en huecos vacíos. Era como si toda chispa de vida
What
le hubiera
happened?
sido arrancada, dejándolo solo con una cáscara vacía.
Holy shit.
La investigadora insistió que no se había equivocado. Conozco a las personas por su naturaleza más profunda, hasta la sincronización de sus espectros. Nunca me he equivocado antes.
Oh.
Lo que tú digas, el hombre murmuró de manera áspera. No entiendo nada de tus ideas tan elevadas. Solo déjame ir. Ha sido un largo día de pesca y lo único que quiero ahora es desplomarme en mi cama tambaleante. Se alejó con pasos que sonaban exactamente como los del empleado del banco.
Okay. Oh,
As you might have noticed, Miss Burton,
the art
this
is so
facility
nice.
isn't just a prison. It's also a research center.
Yes.
Its full name is the Panopticon of Comala. It was established by the Foucault Association in 1975.
Oh, it's Foucault. Okay. Look at Soneto, man. She's so uncomfortable about life.
We've hosted workshops, academic sessions, and even lectures about the Panopticon. You may even have seen some reports about it. Experts of psychoanalysis and scholars from various fields have come here to exchange ideas and seek collaboration in their studies. In many ways, the Panopticon is unlike any other prison you've seen before.
I see. No wonder Miss Recoleta has gone to such lengths to become a part of it. Actually, my assistant and I are here to inquire about a prisoner named Doris. Does that name sound familiar?
Yeah, we want to know that. I feel like she's not gonna be here, of course, as always. Also, the background
Not
looks
that
nice.
I recall. Could she have used a different name? What does she look like?
She'd have arrived here about 3 days ago. It's also possible that she came as a visitor, not a prisoner. She's a blind woman who always carries an old typewriter. She used to be a doctor at the Sao Paulo Veterans Residence in Brazil.
And on the subject of different names, she once wrote for Atu, under the name Erd.
I don't think I've seen anyone fitting that description. And as I said, we haven't had any visitors in some time. Certainly not in the last 3 days.
It's so interesting to see a damn jaguar as a god. No discrimination, but I love this game so much.
But I did see her. I saw her walking towards Komala prison.
Someone must have mixed up their memories. Simply put, I don't recall seeing anyone by that name or with that description here.
I see. Thank you, miss. Perhaps we made a mistake.
Sensing that her current line of questioning is going nowhere, she shifts towards a different topic.
Miss Recoleta, you've gone to great lengths to get into the Panopticon. Would you mind telling us why?
Finally! I've been waiting for you to ask.
My god.
I'm here to find my pen pal in Komala.
You have a pen pal?
Yes. 6 months ago, I went to a book exhibition in Guadalajara and came across the contact details of a few writers. I sent them my novel and asked for feedback. Looking back, it was a bit forward, but nothing unheard of between writers. A lot of friendships start through letters, you see. And Aleph wrote back.
Oh, Aleph? 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 That crazy man? He is crazy, right? Recoleta produced a thick stack of letters from her book. Oh, the recipient address changes with each letter, reflecting the turbulent lifestyle of the wandering writer. Yet the sender's address is eternally constant.
And how much do you know about this pen pal of yours?
Oh, well, he calls himself Aleph, which is a grammatically masculine word, so...
So you assume Aleph is a man?
Of course. Anyone would assume that. A reason of suspicion, but in her experience, never certainly,
Yes, he's probably a poet, a writer, perhaps even an alchemist. He's one of the brightest people I know. There's never been a question that he can't answer. I've asked him about religion, politics, history, potions, even critters in length and breadth. Can you imagine someone who knows all those things and so extensively too?
Okay,
and he
that's
helped
valid.
me with my novel. He always seems to know the best ways to bring my characters to life. Honestly, he's so insightful. I've begun wondering if he's omniscient. With his help, my story grew richer and fuller, like a well-tended plant. Strangely, can't seem to take it any further now. It's as if the roots have been sapped of their strength. I couldn't understand why. So, I resolved that I would see him in person to find out.
Again with this story about your uncanny pen pal? I've already told you 1,000 times. It's all very moving, but it still doesn't justify your actions. Writers experience mental blocks all the time. Yet you don't see them trying to break into a prison over.
She does have a point.
Yeah.
Please, Burden, jailer, have a little mercy, will you?
Hold on. I've been meaning to ask. Why are you only calling her jailer? Don't you know her name? Or do you just prefer addressing people by their occupation?
Oh, about that.
Unexpectedly, it is the Jaguar herself that speaks up.
It's okay, Miss Verton. I don't mind being called by my job title. I take pride in what I do.
Saleh! Saleh, Miss Jaguar. I don't know what your name is, but oh my god.
I'm
Saleh.
perfectly fine with just being the jailer.
Exactly. A researcher is a researcher, and a jailer is a jailer.
Okay.
Titles and code names often tell us more about people than their ordinary given names, don't you think? Take Sonetto, for example. Your name comes from sonnets, doesn't it? That great poetic form from Italy. Some people mistakenly think Shakespeare invented it. Some say it was Petrarca, though no one really knows when the first sonnet was written. Sorry, I'm straying from my point.
Yeah.
You're Italian, aren't you, Sonetto? Is that your real name or just a code name? Were your parents poets?
God, the audacity of this woman!
As much as I'd like to be able to answer your question, I never knew my parents.
Oh my god. That's so sad.
My earliest memories were of the School of Primary Defense of
Yeah.
Mankind. I've lived there since I was a small child.
My apologies.
Yeah.
That was thoughtless of me.
It's fine. You meant no ill intent, I'm sure. Timekeeper, if Miss Recoleta was right about Dr. Doris's whereabouts, perhaps the jailer is keeping things from us. Or perhaps Dr. Doris visited the Panopticon without her knowledge. Either way, we need to do some digging here.
I agree. Let's see if we can talk to some of the inmates and find out what they know.
As they chat, the corridors until now endless reach a terminal point. Oh my god.
Ladies, we're about to enter the main hall of the Panopticon. This is one of the places where the inmates spend their recreation time. At this hour, they are supposed to be in their cells. But what's all that noise?
The jailer seems to be tense with the apparently unusual amount of
Miss
noise.
Burton, could you keep an eye on Recoleta if anything happens?
Recoleta tries her best to avoid the hard stare of the feline jailer by blending into the foundation.
Certainly.
What do you take me for? I'm not going to run away. That'd be a pretty cheesy way to start a story.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the judge of that.
Please, just stay close to me.
Sure you do. There's no fight? Oh, we already fight the Jaguar. Check. Nostares. What's that? The Weaving of Shadows, Volume 1. Darkness has no form. The ever-shifting gaze seeps into every crevice. Enter the darkness. Are we gonna fight? What? Oh no, my internet! Please, internet, don't give up on me. Female voice. Oh, look like we've got a new arrival. Male voice. It's pitch black in here. Can't be sure she's new just yet. The female voice again. Hey there, welcome to La Sociedad de Poetas de las Americas. I butchered that, didn't I? Male voice. Or maybe she's one of those who broke out and came back of her own accord. Keeping quiet, huh? I get it. This must be a sacred moment for you. A return to the darkness. What is all this? It's creeping me. Oh, is
La
that...
Sociedad de Poetas de las Americas?
Mother, what are you doing here, mother? The texture she felt on her way. Oh, she's blind. I forgot. She's. The texture she felt on her way here do not match the words she had just heard. Guided by her keen hearing, she paused mid-step in what seems to be a reasonable open space. The room falls into silence, like the longest minute in a human history. A faint cough, a heave of a sigh in the darkness. Pardon me, but I haven't met before. This is my first time in this prison, as far as I can recall. So she was in that prison. Female voice. What a strange thing to say, prison. When was the last time we heard someone say that? Back then, the narrator was published. Wait, you aren't some ancient ghost here in pursuit of realism, are you? There's a theoretical flair in her voice. Male voice. My god, that knocking is making me... It's creeping me out. Okay. A rusty gate, pitch black cells, prison. Bars for exchanging letters, a peaceful and secluded place. Sociedad de Poetas. Okay. And no, we don't know you. The three of them are spaced just far enough apart to barely make out each other's faces in the dark. What a wonderful example. Gosh, yeah. Exactly. It all depends on how you choose to see the world, my new friend. Roberta, we don't have much time. Oh, This might be the most important gathering of the month. No, maybe even of the year. What is going on here? You're right, guys. At this moment, nothing is more important than the salon. And the idealist has so carefully prepared. What happened to the rest? You should focus on sorting out those manuscripts first.
Pardon the interruption, but might I ask?
Oh, she's not gonna continue? Might I ask? Your organization is called La Sociedad de Poetas de las Amarcas. I'm not gonna say that anymore after this. I assume it isn't simply due to geography. Don't worry, Senora. We make it a point to introduce our society to every new friend. But now isn't quite the time. After the salon ends, we'll ask the jailer about your accommodation. Oh, so the jailer did not meet her yet. Wait a minute, Roberta. Your eyes are well adjusted to the dark. Use them. She's neither a newcomer nor a returnee. She's a blind woman. Please forgive me, Garcia's rudeness. Forgive Garcia's rudeness, Senora. A sensory limitation can sometimes bring sharper intuition. In that colorful world of the mind, I'm sure what you see is even more beautiful than reality. But if you weren't brought in by the physician, then why are you here? She tries to construct a fiction in her mind, something that could justify this. Oh my god. I'm so confused. Is this an extra chapter? Damn. From the humid trade wind of Sao Paulo to the crashing surf on the cliff, now this strange land greets me for the first time with nothing but cold silence. Oh, who is this fine woman? Miss Grace. Miss Earth is to be placed in Ushuaia Komala prison. She is not to be treated as an ordinary inmate. In the words of the preacher, you are our honored guest, Miss Earth.
I've come to learn the name of this land. Ushuaia.
From the young lady's retelling, it lies at the southernmost tip of the vast continent of South America.
As we walked, I could feel her gaze upon me. Steady, yet never intrusive.
Why is it just reading parts of it? I could tell she meant no harm. I've informed the administrator of Kamala Prison your identity and special circumstances. He will ensure you. He? Okay. Good luck and farewell.
I sensed I had been brought to a place most unusual. A
Oh,
building
blind
with
woman.
a quiet peculiarity in the air.
Two attendants follow close behind me. Some form of a liquid drip. Manus Vendetta.
I suppose I must claim a little freedom for myself in this place.
I thought the darkness was a blessing. It wasn't too difficult to shake them off.
I'm sorry for your undue trouble, my diligent friends.
I feel bad for her. And I'm scared for her, but I'm a writer, and I mostly write under the name Earth. I'm here for a short visit.
I'm here for a short visit, hoping to find some inspiration for my next story.
Oh my god, what's going on? Is there something wrong with my game? See, Gasha, this lady is a writer, a good soul. You almost made us miss out on meeting a kind spirit. Come, I'm sure you'll fall in love with our salon. This has nothing to do with me. In the dark, it's dark in here, but I suppose you've already grown used to walking in the dark. Sorry, I mean no offense. Oh. I guess it's bright again. That's so weird. That's so weird. So the pen pal I never met. Perhaps the pen pal you never see is the one you truly need. I doubt that. My dear Pampa, enclosed is the latest revision of my novel. In your last letter, you suggested the role of a bank clerk, marking Amalfitano with a stamp of the capitalist production model. An excellent idea. In this revision, I have incorporated some of my own thoughts as well. That is everything about my novel that I was impatient to share with you. Perhaps you won't mind me discussing something else. Throughout my creative journey, your encouragement and validation have been my greatest comfort when facing the countless and closed door of publishers. The long, futile efforts feel insignificant in the face of your understanding. Oh, my dear pen pal, I say this sincerely, though I suppose such explanations are unnecessary. Perhaps I do not need to waste more in describing just how much your letter meant to me. So I ask with both sincerity and trepidation. Oh my, that's such a writer's word. May we speak in person about the day, the desert, fate, the ending that troubles me so much, and the ties of imagination and insight that carry us both. Recoleta. At a poetry gathering in Santa Fe de Bogota. Open Air Theatre Colombia. Miss Recoleta, as I have mentioned several times, now it's from Alep. Okay. Miss Recoleta, as I mentioned several times in my letters, and as you may have already surmised, I reside in a prison. This is why I have never met my pen pals in person. Due to its remote location and cold climate, Ushuaia is not a place people readily visit. People would rather sip a hot drink in one of the Buenos Aires century-old cafes than travel such distance. Finally, I still wish you the best on your creative path. I left at the couple. Oh my god. That's cute actually. I understand why Recoleta is like so caught up, like she caught on it, you know. Let's go. A Latin America fable. Oh, what a nice
I didn't
scenery.
expect any of this from what we saw outside.
What do you expect then? The mortal yet pristine walls, the still water, the silent white tower standing within the labyrinth. Nearby, several prisoners from the circle, some standing, some sitting, engaged in conversation.
Oh, excuse me for a moment. I have duties that I must attend to.
We won't stop a woman from doing her duties, you know. A baddie, you know. With a sigh, the jailer stepped into the gathering, causing a strangely subdued reaction from the prisoners.
They don't seem intimidated by her at all.
I mean,
Yeah.
look at her.
They
I would
just
want to
look
pet
like
her.
a bunch of artists having a chat in the garden. And the jailer seems to be like a grumpy neighbor coming over to ask them to keep it down.
Oh my god. Such a bad way to look at it. The grumpy neighbor continues his chastising.
Everyone, you know the rules. There are to be no after-hours gatherings here without the physician's approval.
You sound softer and softer each time you come to warn us. Why not just join us? Isn't it better than circling around the Panopticon all day? And look around you. We're in the Hall of New Encounters. What better place to host a salon?
You're missing out in Comala if you don't even get a taste of our literature.
Exactly. Even those oil-dripping musicians drop by from time to time. Not that they're the kind to care about the beauty of words.
Oil-dripping musicians? Timekeeper, could they mean...
Before the jailer can say anything else, two of the prisoners simultaneously gesture for her to stay silent, pointing to the center of the gathering.
Quiet now, please. The Ediles Salon is about to start.
Oh. Oh my gosh, she
These
looks
people
so
seem friendly
tired
enough.
of it.
Why don't we see what this is about?
I want to see what it's about. Oh. Is it an animation?
En desiertos, en estrellas,
dentro de laberintos.
En aguas, en espejos, dentro de reflejos.
Soñamos sobre la almohada de paja de la muerte.
Oh my god, poets.
Aquí estamos, rendiendo homenaje a los fantasmas.
Para rendirlo todo otra vez.
That looks oddly
Para
familiar.
rendirlo todo otra vez.
My dear friends, we face a difficult truth. The movement of visceral realism still stumbles in the dark. Our poems, our language, our minds are tangled by a stifling vine. A mundane, stale vision shared among all bourgeoisie. We follow this vision blindly, clinging to the comfort brought by logic and conventional wisdom. And by it, we nip every branch of new art in the bud.
Speak like a true idealist.
Poems are perhaps too fragile an outgrowth to develop one's life upon. But here, we may light them like candles at our funerals. Let poetry become the bridge between us and the world.
That's such a good art. Yeah, clap, clap. A long clap breaks the silence. It comes earlier than all other cheers from the audience. Oh.
As we come back and forth over the boundaries of life and
God,
death,
Recoleta.
the old obstacles begin to take on a new look. With the eyes of poets, we may see behind them. You're a visceral realist. I can't be mistaken. You must be.
The idealist's eyes pierce through the growth of literary. Oh my god. Enthusiast, reaching a distant drifting new world.
A lonely cowboy, finally home. What a wonder. You're in time. The salon has just begun. And La Sociedad de Poetas de las Americas isn't like those salons that care more about who's invited than the art. All are welcome here.
Oh my god, such a welcoming people here.
A literary salon in a prison? Though, so far it seems to have more dancing than poems.
Did you understand what that man just said?
No, sorry, timekeeper. I need a moment to think it through.
Don't worry, Sonato. I would guess we're not the only ones who are confused here.
Yep.
Miss Jailer, is this that peculiarity about Kamala you mentioned earlier?
It's so interesting.
Enough, idealist. You're still an inmate here, and you are walking a very fine line right now.
Oh, I'm quite aware of where I am and what lines I tread.
Oh my god, he's creeping me out.
This is a prison. The safest place for poets in this part of the continent. One cannot be arrested twice, after all.
Oh no. The man's words draw laughter from the other prisoners. They tend to discuss the speech with excitement. Oh my god, I feel bad for the jailer. She's just doing a job, like... Oh my god.
But please,
Prisoners.
don't trouble yourself with our little farce. What harm could a few poets
A lot.
possibly do?
Just like my hand punching your face, sorry. All the irregular rhymes and wild contradiction of aesthetics converge into a chaotic counter-current, crashing against the newcomer. Recoleta clenches her fist in shock, certain that the man before her is a mysterious pen pal.
Senor Idealist, might I ask you something?
Hold on, Recoleta. All forms of communication with the inmates must conform to our regulations. We will need to record the conversation and submit it to higher authorities for review.
Oh no.
I have some questions for the gentleman as well. But we're more than willing to follow the rules. I think the person I'm looking for might have attended this literary salon. Or at least talked to some of its members. I'd wager she's spoken to that gentleman. That is, if she has been here at all.
I see. Go ahead then. Just watch the time.
What's with the time? As the visitor petition the jailer, Recoleta pushes past the bustling crowd and... Oh.
Are you Aleph?
The noisy atmosphere plunges into silence, just like the still water nearby. The idealist is evidently taken aback by their name.
Oh, another visitor looking for Olive.
Oh!
So you know him?
Naturally, but I'm not obliged to speak of him to one who does not, stranger.
Excuse me? The sullen horse is non-committal, turning to his Recoletta's companions.
And you, young lady in the hat, are you here for Olive as well? What a lively day this is.
Oh my god, the way he speaks. Oh, the soft whisper, damn.
No, I'm looking for a blind woman. Her name is Doris.
Oh my god! I feel bad for laughing at the way she said it. Oh, the way she said it. Oh my god.
Ah, yes, I remember. Her writing was impeccable, like an exquisite crocodile skin handbag in a shop window. Elegant, yet condescending.
Do you know where she is now?
I'm not able to keep track of every inmate here, miss. Perhaps you should ask those who have seen everything from above. Through the glass, where the scrutinizing eyes of power look down on us.
Eyes?
Ooh. And that tower? She scanned the prison hall, the walls, the great tower, and the pool remains unchanged. Nothing appeared amiss. Our prisoner presents not present, not in agreement, prompting a wary sigh of the jailer.
Have you taken your medicine today, idealist?
I'm feeling marvelous. Today I require no help from them.
I've warned you. It's unwise to act against the physician's orders.
Act against him? No one may act against him here. The physician must have misunderstood us. I suspect he doesn't understand half of what we say. I'd like to know how he got his medical degree. Not by cracking open skulls, I should hope.
Oh my gosh, cracking some joke. The prisoner exchanged knowing smiles.
What a pity, jailer. You know, I've always believed you had the soul of a poet. Just like us.
No.
We've already spoken enough rebellious thoughts outside of Komala. How else do you think we ended up in your nut house? We've been here far too long. Long after the junta was removed from office. After our home became a deserted wasteland in the aftermath of the Latin American boom.
What are you getting at?
That power is boring, meaningless. Nothing holds on to power forever. And the one true connection we have to life is poetry.
See, jailer? Even an outsider understands our ideas better than you. It's time to open your eyes to reality. La Sociedad is the only way for us to feel truly alive in here, beneath the gaze of those prying, ever-vigilant eyes.
They have become a cult too.
Idealist, last warning. Stop this now.
Oh, damn. Oh my god.
Fine, fine. All right, compañeros. Sadly, the salon must come to an end, as our jailer insists.
The boo on you guys. The crowd murmurs and grumbles as they begin to despair.
Dear friends, I do not mean to abuse the power of suspense. I sincerely invite you to come with me to the heart of La Sociedad de Poetas de las Americas.
The way he said it.
Perhaps you'll find the person you look for there.
The man struck the justice somehow equally comedic and solemn.
We'd love to. Only if that's okay with you, Miss Jailer.
I suppose that's all right. You're already here. We can call it part of your tour, but please, ladies, take none of their rumbling seriously.
Thank you, jailer. Please, follow me.
No, the way... Oh my god, his voice. His intonation, you know. Oh! Why is that fight? Interesting.
Which of these darlings shall we attend to first?
The fuck? pathway revealed
Wait,
itself.
this isn't the way to the galleries.
It isn't the usual way. It's a shortcut. We call it the reptilian complex and primal hunger route. Much faster than the limbic system and postmodern anxiety route, let me tell you.
But this passageway has long been abandoned, and entry is prohibited. It's extremely dangerous to...
Relax, jailer. No one, not even you, knows this prison better
Sweet.
than I.
Oh my god. Oh my god, hi Orca. Thank you for the raid. Hey guys. Oh my god, that alert shocked me. Anyways, we're playing chapter 6. Chapter 6, no, chapter 9. Oh god. I'm so focused on the story. Hi. I don't know what's going on. It said that it will reveal the direction, but I don't want the. I just press.
Into the darkness.
We always go with the middle one. Is that it?
Eliminate target.
Addio, straniero.
Oh, it is. It is. So we're just gonna destroy everything, you know, that's the best way to do it.
Charging.
Wait for the right moment.
Target confirmed.
Non voltarti indietro.
Use feelings.
Dark embrace.
I think this. I hope I'm not. I'm so confused right now. What if I go middle again?
Perfectly
Is
understood.
there any different?
Into the darkness.
Loading.
Flee, mortal.
You see it coming.
The light that illuminates all.
Oh. Okay, so I did pick the right one twice. Damn. Oh my god, that's not that.
Hello, master.
Aim and shoot.
I'm sorry, my love. Let's go.
Although we come from different lands.
Okay, that's so weird. This whole thing is so weird. It's creeping me out. Okay, before I play that,
Let's take a step back.
Oh, it's a voice.
Pull you out of that whirlwind of passion and dreams. If you want to make the best call, you need to zero in on what really matters. So what's your take on that big speech?
The Latin American boom.
A sudden explosion that shook Latin American literary circles about 30 years ago. It was destructive, but also gave rise to new life. Lucky for us, we don't have to worry about shell shock in the literary world.
You don't strike me as someone who knows about literature.
It's not about knowing literature. Any soldier with little experience can deliver a status report. All right, eyes on the map. As we speak, ships are lined up on the Spanish coast. But this time, they're poised to make a new kind of discovery. And here are our new Columbuses, heading to the docks to embark on their journey.
Okay. Who are these new
Carmen and
Columbuses?
Carlos, the driving force behind this literary feast between Spain and Latin America. Carmen, with an eye for opportunity and a mind for business, sought out the continent's literary gems and secured generous publishing deals. Carlos,
Oh my god.
with his
I
deep
didn't press that.
understanding of market dynamics, brought these works to the eyes of the European public.
What
Then-
happened then?
A golden era began. It all kicked off with a scandal at a military academy. And soon, the entire world was captivated by the story of a baby with a pig's tail from a faraway land. But we mustn't forget the writers themselves. Fuentes, a towering figure of the Spanish-speaking world, and Cortázar, the writer ever seeing through the eyes of a child. And of course, Mario and Gabo, key players in this literary revolution, will forever be etched in the annals of history. They corresponded regularly,
I don't know what to say.
always expressing deep admiration for each other's work.
But my brain is not braining this thing.
One even wrote a doctoral thesis on the friendship.
That must have been a proud time for them. It sounds like it, yeah.
But no matter how explosive the boom was, it couldn't escape its fleeting nature.
Yeah.
With the second imprisonment and self-criticism of a Cuban poet, in came an inexplicable right hook. The military junta had gripped the poets' throats. The verse of the pioneers was cut off. Their voices no longer heard. The bond between two generations was broken.
Damn.
And for the younger of the two, the silence was intolerable. They looked for a new theme, a new idea,
It's
a new
understandable.
voice, a new method to speak on their disappointment, their horror, and their anger. And they became the new guerrillas.
Haha. Okay, I'm just gonna play this. The Weaving of Shadows, Volume 2. Towering walls, prisoners in the abyss being pictured. So I'm guessing this is Dora's views. Or Earth. Yeah. Is it not? I read in an article once that your Chileans don't like barbecue. Oh my god, I'm butchering this name. Literature. Something about it being too noisy. You sure are a quiet bunch. Is that so? And you Argentinians just love it, right? If you're any metrics to go by, I'd say you're all loud and obnoxious. Damn, judgmental. You just because the idealist isn't here, you think you can turn this salon into a debate hall? You started it. Enough. Stop quabbling and post your work so we can read it. How do they even post it? On a paper and sticking it to a wall? If you ask me, you're simply more interested in rhythm than form. Spanish is a rich language, one that is inherently expressive, ever-changing, and artistic. Much like the Baroque literature. The typically quiet man's word does the argument like a cold splash of water, sending the group into a rare moment of calm. That's an interesting. Roberta! Haha, all jokes aside, I don't think this is Dora's views. A POV. All jokes aside, I do miss them. Ever since those mad members left La Sociedad, we've had a few breakthrough in stream of consciousness writing. I, for one, will gladly discuss the aesthetic value of the stream of consciousness. There's a lot of consciousness compositions. As these new topics surface, the image voices begin to rise once again. It was mostly unusual literary salon, full of emotionally charged statements and biased opinions. But I didn't mind it. In fact, my feeling was quite the opposite. The image gave me an incredible feeling. Not one of them saw themselves as a prisoner stripped of their freedom. A group of literature enthusiasts coming together in an abandoned prison and collaborating to build an ideal nation. That's an interesting way to put it. It felt as though it was the result of some kind of hack, but in reality it was clearly a government-run prison. Oh, who is that? Everyone, quiet down, I have something to announce. An unfamiliar voice cuts off the clacking typewriter in Dora's mind. A woman walks out from the far end of the darkness and steps into the center of the salon, stopping before the whiteboard and podium.
Mr. Idealist entrusted me with hosting the literature salon.
Oh my god, not the halfway reading. He left a letter under a stone in the corner stating that he had a personal matter to attend. For this session, I will Now announce our next research topic.
Fiction's duality in reflecting reality and the self.
What? Heavy captain's hate and uproar spread through the audience. Clearly, this wasn't the topic they were expecting. She raises the letter in her hand in a gesture of silence.
Like-minded fellows, aspiring writers.
Since the turn of the century, the names that once shook the literary world have gradually faded into obscurity.
Literature's been shoved aside in the world of art.
People attend theaters, cinemas, and even art galleries to enjoy paintings and sculpture, but few can finish a book.
What is left for us
Oh
to
my
do?
god. When families are torn apart and our nations are ravaged by tyranny,
let stories be our weapon. They should be the sword that cuts through the bloody truth, the beacon that lights our way forward.
Preach, woman, preach! The audience falls into silence. Gosh, you could try writing a Latin American war and peace, and we could continue with our original salon topic. The two are mutually exclusive. Oh my god, remind me of AdMax. I've spent the whole month preparing for the topic the idealist previously proposed. If you insist on changing the subject, then I'm afraid I have to take my leave. Ooh. Miss Octavia, forgive me for interrupting, but this isn't the topic we agreed on. Everything you said, we just can't do that. We haven't even figured out things for ourselves yet. Octavia, it's an interesting topic, it is, but perhaps we can talk about it another time. Besides, don't forget the reason you're in here in the first place, for preaching that the novel is a weapon. Yeah, if it weren't for your rich daddy. Oh my god. Oh my god, that caught me off guard. Rich daddy, okay, I see. You be on the gallows, not standing here preaching to us. Oh my god. Another prisoner stand, his voice clear. You've completely missed Miss Octavia's point. A great writer should be like an obsessive grave digger, digging up the rotting flesh of social realism and the grief for our times. Only this vast crucible is worthy to be the host of our literature. At that time, Miss Garcia looked visibly resistant as Miss Julio issues stern reminder that Miss Roberta attempted to meditate. Oh. More and more members joined the debate and voices both for and against Miss Octavia's proposal emerged. It didn't take long for La Sociedad to split into two camps. And that was when I realized I needed to do something to get this derailed literary salon back on the tracks. Ah! She's doing something!
And I mostly write under the name Erd.
Okay, please allow me to introduce myself. I'm Doris from Sao Paulo. I'm a writer and I mostly write under the name of Erd.
Erd? Have you written for Atu?
Yes.
Are you the Erd in Atu?
Wow! I never imagined we'll be welcoming such an honored guest today. I thoroughly enjoy your piece titled The Teen Soldiers of San Paulo.
It's an important part of my visit to hear all the ideas and opinions.
Oh my god.
If you'll pardon my intrusion.
Then tell me, Miss Erd, what are your thoughts on today's salon topic? A difficult question, one involving preference for creative stand and political alignment. A skill that is never easily balanced. However, the answer has never been the most important part of such question.
In these restless times, literature has been overlooked, forgotten, pushed to the edges of the world, much like Ushuaia.
Some fall into deep thought, others not in agreement. A few look puzzled. The audience is largely unaware that the topic has already shifted. To most, this prison This prison at the end of the world is a distant, cold place. Perhaps even a place of hopelessness. When a prisoner is first sent here, I cannot help but imagine that the first thing they feel is a stagnant pool of water and a calm, quiet despair. She sees the chance to guide the literary salon back from the muddy trenches of ideology. She recalls the days of typing. Oh my god, typing while looking out the river boats and palm trees. Words are honest, they have no capacity to lie. I came here to gather material for my next book. I plan to record everything I experienced in this place faithfully. And what kind of work are you planning to write? A non-fiction piece, I presume? About Comala prison? Its theme is fate. Please don't tell me it's ending there. I'll screw you. Wait. Where's the other dot? Did I finish that? Oh shit. I think my game is bugging. Anyways, we shall continue. Shadow of the Living.
La investigadora se despierta en su cueva en la duna, que le parecía tan vacía como una tumba. Era poco antes del amanecer. Montones de cintas habían ocupado su espacio vital, apilándose una y otra vez. Cada uno de estos carretes giratorios hablaba de historias sobre esa cabaña con techo azul.
Oh, a lot of cassette.
Oyó la voz del asesinado conductor de burros detrás de ella.
Murdered donkey driver behind her.
Las risas y las voces de generaciones pasadas.
It's a weird
como
name.
hojas secas, atrapadas en las grietas de viejas paredes, crujiendo solo cuando el viento sopla otra vez. No pondría un pie en esa casa si fuera tú. El mendigo al lado de la puerta también habló. Duermo en el porche cada noche. Cada mañana una luz tenue brilla a través de la ventana, pero nadie sale nunca por esa puerta. Y nadie ha entrado nunca. Luego la voz del empleado del banco. Es la historia del alter ego. Esa casa debe haber estado llena de deudas que nadie reclamaría. La anciana enferma, luchando en su cama, susurró. La casa recuerda esos días, cuando la gente desaparecía en la oscuridad de la noche.
Oh, no.
Y los niños eran robados por las tormentas.
Grandma.
La investigadora de paracausalidad había oído suficiente y volvió a dormirse. Solo quedaba el traqueteo del dado de Babilonia, resonando en su cueva vacía.
Damn. Oh. In a oh my god, what happened to my English? Oh no, oh my god, my brain. Activity hall. Thousands of floating slips of paper form a blurred colossal face. It is hard to imagine how the prisoner managed to transform this place into what it is now.
I've always wanted to use the element of fantasy to better establish our theme.
Oh.
And I was right. Now the stage is captivating, the timing is perfect, and the audience is ideally placed. Only one imperfect element remains in the scene. The creator, who hasn't stepped away from his creation.
It looks so fine.
No. There's another thing.
The art is so beautiful, man. Garsha, the curator of the exhibition, stand beneath his word, deep in thought, agonizing over every minute imperfection. His fellow poets whisper to one another.
Can you even tell any difference between today's setup and yesterday's?
Seriously, Roberta? That's a rude question.
Is that who I think it is? That looks oddly familiar.
Well, what's the difference then?
Is that Digger?
Well, I can't see one either, but you should never judge art by how much it changes in a day. It's a creative process. We might be standing at the edge of the world, but art has no boundaries. We have to show him our support.
Easy for you to say. He's been tinkering and tweaking for over 3 months.
Oh my
Even
God.
if the idealist himself entrusted him with this exhibition, he can still be wrong sometimes. This gallery is turning into a dump.
Estoy viendo fantasmas.
Oh my God. You sound like a ghost.
Demasiados. Es fácil perderse en ellos.
Having navigated through the labyrinth, the idealist, the leader of La Sociedad, arrived at the exhibition entrance, accompanied by several new faces and the jailer.
Idealist, you're back. Are these new recruits for La Sociedad? You must have had a very successful day.
Oh no, you're wrong.
It is good to see you, Garcia. How has your vision progressed today?
First a salon, and now an art gallery. Is this really a prison?
I mean, like, look at the cells, you know, it looks like a damn prison. The shock is evident on her face, but her words are ignored as Gracia begins to vent his frustration.
As you can see, I've strived to push the element of fantasy in my work so that it might reach perfection. But why doesn't it look like what I imagine? It's like I'm trying to work on a shadow. Some shapeless thing that morphs and shifts by the hour. Idealist, am I losing it again? I took my medicine as instructed.
Oh my God.
It was never the pills that blinded you, my dear Garcia. You mustn't let tedious routine stifle what's truly alive. Remember, like those old poems, your exhibition must have a timeless rhythm that's never lost to the changing of minds.
Garcia holds out his hand as if grasping something fleeting but fails to hold on to it.
Sorry, maybe I'm just not getting it.
Look up.
Maybe.
There's your answer. Though the sun rises the same way every day, the multitudes of shadows it casts are ever changing. Isn't that the only constant in life? We foolishly pursue stability and constancy, but our very world denies it. Take a step back, take several, and see the truth for yourself. Lest you too...
I get it now. It's the changing light that makes the exhibit seem different from what I expected. I shouldn't waste my time on freezing things in one perfect moment. Instead, I need to embrace change as it comes. I don't know how to thank you. I won't let you down.
I am lost for words.
Complete this exhibition.
Like, I am so lost.
Complete my alter ego.
The choice of word widens the writer's eyes.
Did you say alter ego? And he called you Garcia. Is that your name? Garcia, where did you learn about this?
Girl, calm down.
Do you happen
Recoleta,
to write
calm
under the
down.
name?
But the curator has already returned to his work uninterested or oblivious to his visitors.
Please, Recoleta, give our artist some space. Can't you see? He's already returned to his own time and space. He can't hear a thing you say.
He's right. Garcia is deep in his own head now. He won't hear a thing until he's done with whatever he has to do. Even if the floor were to collapse out under us, I think he will be left standing in the air without even noticing.
God.
Pardon me then.
She takes a step back out of respect.
All right, my dear guests, please forgive my late introduction. Welcome to the gallery.
Is it
of
my
the...
eyes? Or is the text like... Is it my game that's bugging, or does it really twitching there? You know, glitching. My eyes not playing with me, right?
Thank you for inviting me here, Mr. Idealist.
The Foundation's investigators have been carefully observing each prisoner's movement since they arrived. But unfortunately, there's no sign of Miss Dolores. Yep.
I imagine you're curious about what we do here, in the heart of La Sociedad de Poetas de las Americas.
Definitely.
We're putting together a magazine, a collection of poems from Kamala, our very own Casa de las Americas.
Casa de las Americas?
The idealist nods with a smile.
Exactly. Named after its great predecessor. You're a fine mind indeed. At this very moment, all our compañeros are working on it. Garcia's exhibition, Alter Ego, is centered around the birth of this magazine. And here, you can see the signatures from all the poets involved, along with a few words they've written for it. Reading it is like looking into the soul of our society.
All these signatures.
Let's see. So let us step forward to examine the perplexing artwork. In the dim lighting, the enormous face appeared to be looming, watching over the entire room. A floating slip of paper catches her attention.
Timekeeper, here! It's Dr. Doris' pseudonym, Erd.
Then she was here.
Yup. Soreto pockets the slip of paper dutifully.
Precisely. She used to be one of us, and still is, if I may correct myself. You can ask around here. Maybe some of our members know where she went. Don't we all miss the familiar faces of old friends? I'm sure they'll do everything they can.
I am scared of this man. The way he says things, like, it's scaring me. As he finished speaking, several enthusiastic prisoners come forward to greet the idealist.
Mr. Idealist,
Oh
I
God,
finished
look
my
at
short
those
story.
chains.
It's called Weightlessness. It drifts around the subject like a sheep floating in space. The readers can start anywhere in the story, or read it in any order they like.
And please take a look at my piece, Off Limits. Every word that has been forbidden is either erased or replaced with symbols.
Damn.
It's a one-of-a-kind
so excited.
experience.
And I finished a new paragraph. Just wrote it today.
A prisoner wrapped in several meters of manuscript paper, like a strange sort of mummy squeezed into the crowd.
New faces. Welcome.
They are so welcoming that it's creeping me out. Without any warning, he calmly tears the manuscript with the flattering fragment falls like trailing sparks from a fireworks show. The abrupt welcome ceremony leaves the newcomer's style while the native shade knowing smile.
Idealist.
I'm
Did
concerned.
he just...
This is the writer for the prologue of our magazine.
The leader of La Sociedad, either misunderstanding or evading the question, responds with enthusiasm.
The prologue consists of a 2,000-line poem and an introduction that is written in 86 languages to avoid misinterpretation. It represents every second we spend here. Naturally, the arrival of new members disrupts its structure, and so we must begin again.
Holy shit! They all are mentally ill.
So he just tore it all up like that because he thought we were joining?
Oh my god. These people
With
are
all due
insane.
respect, isn't this a little excessive? Heaven knows I'm not one to judge. I've torn up plenty of writing for my novel.
Please, pay it no mind. It may not be an easy task, but he's doing his part. Destruction
even get
is hard,
progress.
but more necessary than you think. Without it, we'd all be stuck in a still and stagnant pond, with all the smells that entail.
This all sounds very complicated.
I am concerned.
When will your magazine be finished then? Forgive me. But I'm not sure what a floating sheet, a jarring reading experience, and all this constant rewriting are meant to express.
Yeah, same here, but the jailer, having remained silent, takes a deep breath and interrupts.
As I've said, Kamala is unlike any other prison.
Miss Jailer, do you mean...
This place also serves as a research center, and the prisoners here, for all they claim, are not just poets. They are Arcanist criminals, and each one of them has been diagnosed as mentally ill.
Yeah, I can clearly see that. And the leader of La Sociedad remains composed like an island in a rough sea, leaving the onlookers to question whether he is entirely mad or the sanest of them all.
You're quite right, jailer. But let's not forget that mental illness is merely a deviation from the norm. And who decides the norm? You, the physician, or the ones outside these walls?
The majority of the world, I guess? That's what normal means, right? Normal means like what the majority people are doing, right? If I'm not mistaken, but yeah. Sometimes I don't agree with the norm, so yeah, I can't say much about this.
We've been exiled here by the standards of our time, deprived of our roles in the outside world. So please, as we agreed before, I ask you not to interfere with the affairs of La Sociedad.
These people are visitors, not your new recruits.
But should we not hear their thoughts first?
Oh. The idea turns towards the visitor with an urgent plea. No?
My friends, no one escapes the eye of power. We must resist. Stand with us. Pick up your pen and take poetry as your shield before it is too late.
Oh my god,
Idealist,
he's preaching.
I admire your fight, but I came here with a different goal.
Yeah, stand your ground. The leader of La Sociedad, caught in his favor, ignores her words and carry on.
We're the last true owners of an old legend. Words now only remembered as myth. We must stay on the path of literature until I find that transcendental solution. To invent an idiom that is generic, all-encompassing, yet precise. My poem will be written in this language, leaving no room for doubt or misinterpretation. How blessed is a man with infallible memory. He holds the finer details of each object within him, more vivid than anyone else. In the end, he'll have all the answers, if time allows him.
Interesting. A dreamlike expression crossed his face. It briefly seems as if he has become an entirely different person, but his vision is soon interrupted.
Tongue, sister, house, hermaphrodite, tango. They put the whole city in the nut house.
Timekeeper, look over there.
Isn't that the prologue writer?
There's something off about him. Please, Timekeeper, stay away from him.
I can clearly see that.
What's happening?
Idealist, Pablo's having another episode.
Oh, is it?
Multiples of.
It says manic state. Oh, I'm sorry. A flash of arcane energy flares up, and the jailer stab into the crowd.
I could use your help, ladies.
Ladies! Yes, of course. Anything for you, Majagua. Oh. I'm just bringing Villa.
Be fearless, whether you're an ice brand activated.
En la acumulación de laberintos, suéltalo todo una vez más.
Is that an ultimate? We're starting with an ultimate today.
En todos los mundos, más allá del concepto mundano del tiempo.
Loading.
Cosmología, filosofía clásica. Do I have to do this?
Yes, you do.
Please, allow me.
Eliminate target.
Stay back, I say.
Let's go. There's 5 of it.
Perfectly understood. En todos los mundos.
Charging.
Feel my dark embrace.
Nuestro adversario es el tiempo.
Aim and shoot.
That was barely even doing any damage. Okay, now. Amazing.
El camino a Tlo.
Loading. Charging.
Shit, I pressed it wrong.
El camino a...
Loading. Charging.
Recoleta sounds so cute.
La acumulación de laberintos. Suéltalo todo una vez más.
although we come from different lands.
Rawr. The frenzy prisoner is subdued. He lies convulsing in the center of the exhibit hall.
Poor soul. I'll bring him to bed.
Yeah, I agree.
Well done, ladies. Aren't you full of surprises?
What was all that?
It seems he had a mental breakdown and lost control of his arcane skill. It appears that every line he recited carried unbridled power.
Usually, only specific lines can channel arcane energy. You can't just force the power into words or craft a poem to serve your purpose. Pablo must have a rare gift for identifying empowered lines. When he recited them all aloud, they overwhelmed him.
That's right. He's a genius who writes the tides of emotion, just like Arthur Rimbaud. We always keep a close eye on him to make sure he doesn't recite anything while reading or writing.
Okay. Roberta trades glances between the tense jailer and her visitors.
But sometimes things slip through.
You must understand how difficult it is for a poet to never taste the words on his own lips.
So then, this isn't the first time, and you're all fully aware of it. Do I understand you right? Did you just admit that you've been hiding an inmate with a dangerous condition from us? According to the safety regulations for the Panopticon of Kamala, he must be sent to the physician for immediate treatment.
I want to meet this physician. The jailer's command causes a dramatic shift in the room.
No, wait. We can explain. He's doing fine. We know how to help him. This was just an accident. We got distracted by the new members.
We won't be handing him over to the physician. No true writer would allow their mind, the most sacred palace of their thoughts, to be opened up to that cold-hearted, ignorant butcher.
Oh my God.
Even one who believes their inspiration flows from a source beyond the mere substance of a brain would refuse it.
The jailer furrows her brows and pulls out her weapon. The air tightens with an invisible threat. Ah. I mean, you don't mess with the authorities, you know. As much as I'm a rule breaker myself too, but okay. We don't talk about that. Typewriter record P5, a woman's documentation of a blind society. Okay, even though they refuse to discuss the outside world, spending even a few days inside the prison makes clear that the reason they are here is precisely what they avoid speaking about. Ushuaia is a cold town on the tip of Argentina's southernmost territory, a polar night. The polar night, the frozen sea, the proximity to Antarctica, the endless winter, it all makes the place seems buried by time and forgotten. It possesses all the necessary qualities of a prison, making it an ideal place to send archimedes, suspect diners with mental illness, a place to be forgotten. That's just sad, you know, but yeah. I don't feel like it's helping with the mental illness, you know. Setting aside the true definition of madness and their status as prisoner, what I see in this prison are former poets, writers, and social activists in their era. Some spoke of poetry and then disappeared from society for owning a book by Jean-Paul Sartre. Some incite grassroots rebellion against hierarchical structure, only to be exiled. That's sad. And they were repeatedly questioned, why do you read these books? Why do you write these poems? They were branded thought organizer and eventually sent here to partake in an experiment conducted under the name of Foucault and psychoanalysis. It's nearly impossible to determine whether their madness was defined by society because they insisted order, or if it was induced through relentless electric shock and torture reminded me of his soul, I guess. Oh my god. Or perhaps all of these reasons are one and the same. This reason is not often avoided, sanitized, or ignored, because deep down we all know how deeply it is woven into fabrics of our life. At first they say nothing, but this very deliberate avoidance was truly conveyed, the grief and fear. Eh. What happened to the previous one? Okay, it disappeared. So my game was bugging. The Weaving Shadow Volume 3. Rust filled the air and its output has found branch to rest on. Let's go.
Fate. Yes. It looms over us.
She is so beautiful.
Yet each of us may hold the power to steer its course.
Just like this nation of contradiction, its fate should also be. In that case, shall we officially begin the salon? The ever-observant Roberta, noticing the tears welling in Octavia's eyes, cuts her off. Would anyone like to share a story on this topic? Whether it's a personal experience or a written tale, let's bring some life to the salon. Well, if no one has anything to say, I could always retell my story of my fateful journey across the Mexican border. Screech. A chair screeches as one man stands, all eyes falls on his face, shadowed by his heavy brows and sharp cheekbones. An unexpected twist. No one noticed him quietly sitting at the edge of the crowd until now. I spent the first half of my life as a bank clerk, one day sitting behind that glass window, staring at the endless stack of checks, papers, and flyers. It hit me. I was serving a life sentence, so I quit. Oh my god, that's basically a basic job. Okay, yeah, 9 to 5 was a life sentence, I guess. I went home and decided to write something. My wife threw a fit at first, but when I wouldn't budge, a cold war broke out between us, and then finally she issued a unilateral eviction notice. I got drunk, punched a bastard officer who was beating a beggar in the street, and everything after that's a blur. When I came to, I was already here, a place that feels more like home than any other place ever did. It just sounded like you don't want to work. Okay. The idealist gave me some water and suggested I write to her lab. So I did. I wrote a letter and asked a question. 2 weeks later I got a reply, just one line. I'm still trying to figure out what it means. In the short span of life, there exists the infinitely extending staircase, and its end lies nothing but a silent body of water. Julio, I had no idea you had such a story. Why haven't you mentioned it before?
I didn't know you've written to Aleph too.
Octavia, maybe you did choose the right topic. Young passionate writers like you should carry the dream of changing society. Don't end up like me, waiting until this age to finally pick up the pen. The host is fully engrossed in the story and has almost forgotten all about the topic. Great. I suppose it's my turn then. So here's my tale of crossing the Mexican border. For heaven's sakes, fans, I've heard at least 7 or 8 versions of that story already. Not to mention the 5 short stories in your collection. 5 stories, Roberta, 5. And the only difference between them is the narrative perspective. Oh my god. Repetitive narrative is indeed an important topic in literary criticism, you know. Yeah! The remainder of the salon is spent in noisy chatter as storytelling quickly spirals out of control. Only Dr. Doris quietly repeats that name to herself.
Aleph.
Yeah, I want to meet him. Miss Julio's past was an unexpected gold nugget, the perfect material for a biography. I'll treat it with care in my next submission. By then, I had nearly forgotten I was still in prison. I had been swept in the literary salon. I resolved to record all that I witnessed in this prison as to whether the inhabitants are truly prisoners. That would be for the readers to decide. At that time, I did not ask how they found their way into this prison like them. I was thinking of purer things. She's so positive, you know. Looking back at on this journey, I now see that the tangled strand has La Babas del Diablo had formed an interconnected web. Just as the salon gets into full swing, a face emerges from the shadows, only to smile and to speak clearly. Ooh! But rarely do I observe the salon from afar, taking in all its symbolic quirks and subtle metaphors. The bridge between reality and unreality, the poetry of the typical and atypical. Okay, this is exactly how I envision La Sociedad de Poetas de las Americas. Okay, I butchered that. When I founded it, the new arrival catches attention. Reality and unreality. Are you referring to the difference between non-fiction and fiction? I'm afraid I haven't quite grasped your full meaning. But you understood at least part of it, didn't you? That alone proved we're walking the same path, the unwavering pursuit of aesthetic truth. Okay, man, okay. We are citizens of literary kingdom, stargazer chasing the first light to reach the shore of the new world, children crying beneath the tree of pure ideals. As its founder, I sincerely invite you to join La Sociedad de Poetas de las Americas and become one of us. Join the oh my god, how do I say that? A gentlemanly bow, an invitation that is hard to refuse. Everything here carries an air of mystery and literary gathering, that strange architecture and enigmatic recipient of all those letters. A rare opportunity.
I'm truly flattered by your invitation. I'd be delighted to join the Poetry Society. But might I trouble you with one question, Mr. Idealist?
You call yourself the founder, so I assume you are the idealist, yes? Us away. Could you tell me about Aleph? Oh, everybody. Oh my god, just when we're so close about getting an answer. Something right. Which is about, okay. Passion and delirium. Let's see.
This is a serious violation of the rules. I'll have to report this to the physician, and all of your treatments will need to be reassessed. Until a new treatment plan is in place, all members of La Sociedad are confined to their cells without any of their usual privileges.
Oh my god. The jailer heavily emphasized La Sociedad, triggering a commotion among prisoners.
This is not what we agreed to.
Well, you did broke a
your
rule.
word. Affairs within La Sociedad were not to be disturbed.
But you did break your word too.
Please, don't do this. Please, he doesn't deserve this.
I don't know
one
which
does.
side I should be
We don't
on.
want to lose our friend.
This is so confusing. The previously conversing prisoner struggles to his feet.
I swear it won't happen again. I'll take the medicine on time as instructed. I promise I won't hurt anyone.
It sounded desperate.
I'm sorry, Mr. Pablo, but rules are rules.
Before you take this poor man from his friends, may I ask you something? Do you know where these inmates go after they see the physician?
My duty is to keep order here. What happens beyond these walls is not my concern. Perhaps they've recovered from the physician's treatment and were returned to society.
Oh my god, I'm hiccuping. Oh my god. Jailer's expression relax.
Within these walls, the only truth we know is this. No one returns from the clinic of the physician of Kamala. Are you certain this treatment they received is really a cure?
Pablo is harmless. He's just a writer who has a talent for finding words and poems.
Oh my god, it's giving vibe. Like, Promised Neverland vibe. Where like, you're gonna be a doctor, but no, you're gonna be eaten or like...
Please, let him
some
stay.
shit.
We'll look after him. He can have our share of the medicine. We'll keep him in check.
But this doesn't conform to our regulations.
She's so cute.
Still as arrogant as ever, Idealist. One day, you'll get us all killed.
A stranger entered the exhibition hall. She arrived. The jailer exhaled with relief.
Oh, it's you. I'm glad to see you here.
Who is that?
That's Octavia, one of our model inmates. She's been a great help in the past. If you're interested in prison literature, I'd suggest talking to her instead of the Idealist.
I see.
So, she's a writer too?
Who would have thought? This place has got writers coming out of the woodwork. I thought it would be easy to find my writer friend in a prison. But what are the odds that I'd break into a place absolutely lousy with them?
She used to be in their gatherings, until she got tired of their nonsense and started her own faction.
Oh my god. The new arrival brings out change in the Idealist. He clicks his tongue imperceptibly. Oh
what are you doing here, Octavia? Haven't you heard? The era of chieftains, ghosts, and plantation stories is over. Visceral realism is the future.
And has this brilliant visceral realism helped you finish any of these poems? What a waste of time. I'm not interested in your movement or arguing with you. I just walked by and happened to witness another episode of your brutal arrogance.
Yeah.
And I'm not about to just stand aside and watch you repeat your mistakes.
Oh my god, she's calling out on his bullshit.
I'm taking Pablo to the physician. Care to lend a hand, Miss Jailer?
We agreed to mind our own business. Are you breaking our agreement? No one will be allowed to erase a word from our poems.
This whole thing is so confusing to me.
Which of these darlings shall we attend to first?
Haven't you let your ego cause enough trouble, Idealist?
We're fighting both of them?
Better that than siding with the devil like you.
Enough. This pointless arguing ends now.
Also, we're fighting both of them, okay.
Perfectly understood.
Loading.
Wait for the right moment.
Keep calm. Eliminate target.
Take that, I say!
Liberato dalla paura.
Under attack.
That was your last chance.
Amazing work from Ezio.
Into the darkness. Wait for the right moment.
Charging.
Liberato dal fratello. Addio, straniero.
Finally, it's just you and me, Master.
Stand down, both of you.
The heated debate continues without any concern for the jailer's warning.
You've never listened. I pity your followers. To be led by such a reckless megalomaniac.
Oh my god.
Do you even think about the consequences of your actions? We fought hard to earn the freedom to discuss literature under their watch. Your impulsive ego threatens to destroy everything we've built here.
Spare me the lecture, Octavia. We don't need permission to do as we please. You're just another puppet of power, kneeling to the eyes behind those glass
this man
walls.
is insane.
They've trained you to believe it was your own decision, to be good and conform. Who could have done a better job? When I look at you, all I see is a sheep, docile and obedient, just the way the tower wants. What kind of work could someone like you create? Literature isn't defended by those lounging in cozy rooms, scribbling to soothing music.
Have you looked in a mirror, idealist? You've become a pathetic windmill-tilting fool. A monster tearing down everything around you.
Oh my God.
A beast of prey, you mean? Naturally, a sheep would be appalled by the mere thought of such a creature. A fearful sheep caught in a vine, confusing the blade that would set it free with the jaws of a lion.
Such a master of metaphor. But I beg you, learn to distinguish right from wrong.
But
fantasy from reality.
They're fighting.
Only then can you truly lead our people toward what's right.
Distinguish right from wrong? Don't make me laugh. Is that the limit of your vision?
You...
Oh. The impassionate leader jumps onto the nearby bed, striking a dramatic pose before the crowd. He raises his arm and launches into space.
Compañeros, friends, listen to me.
Okay.
There is no truer home to literature than a prison.
Oh, a blast of deafening sound. What the hell? That escalated so fast, and all words falls from the air. What's going on? I did this. Oh my God! I didn't even fucking read that. An ominous shape of crimson seeps out. Who shot him?
No!
The horrified Kami stumbled back, screaming.
Who did this? Hands behind your head and drop to your knees. All of you, now! This is your last warning.
Oh my God, look at that. The prisoner shows no reaction to the jailer's final ultimatum. They stay at the idealists are moving.
Idealist, you're bleeding. It's in your chest.
What happened? What? Oh my God! This whole thing has been a mind fuck for me, man. As his life drains away, the idealist appears unsurprised. He simply turns his gaze towards Recoleta.
You must.
Recoleta?
Idealist?
Unfinished word dissolve into oh my God. It's a silence as the prison itself begins to tremble. The entire exhibition hall twists in contorts, its surrounding warping beyond comprehension, as if dissolving and expanding freely.
What's going on?
Oh my God, what the? The hall is still. Time seems frozen in place until someone uttered the first word.
Was he shot? Where did the blood come from? Miss Jailer, and you
Okay,
ladies
calm
over
down.
there. Come, give me a hand. We need to get him to the physician.
Her words ignite the first spark.
Did you do this, Octavia? You couldn't face the burning truth of his words.
Oh my
so
God,
you
stop
pierced
blaming
his
her.
very heart instead. Just as it was blazing with the fire of justice.
I don't know what to feel right now, man.
Or was it you, Jailer? Did you intend to crush the voice of poetry beneath your wheel of power?
There's no reason for her to shoot an inmate, and
it has to be one of you devils in disguise, beasts in human skin.
So that it could be you too, by that logic, you know.
Can't you see? I had nothing to do with this. I'm as innocent as any of you. I've been trying to keep order here, to protect everyone. And now you blame me?
Don't listen to her! The idealist made it very clear! She's trying to get us punished for her own gain!
What the hell?
Murderer, Octavia!
Oh my God. How do you come to that conclusion? The prisoner fury around. Oh no, the indicator resonator blocks an arcane scheme pierce the air.
This is mad. You're accusing me without proof. It wasn't me.
This is getting out of hand. I suggest you ladies leave now.
No, wait! It all happened too fast. What happened to the idealist? Is he alright? I didn't even get a chance to ask about Aleph.
As the tide of people surged around them, the line between life and death blur beyond recognition.
I agree with the jailer.
Yeah.
Timekeeper, Miss Recoleta, let's get out of here.
What the hell? Who shot him? How was it even shot? The violent conflict raged on and everything else became meaningless. The illusion of time dissolved, its flow unknown. Under the garden's influence, the frenzy of prisoner begins to resemble an unreadable, chaotic epic. Sorry. At this moment, an unidentifiable figure enters the maze through. No one takes notice. The newcomer scrutinize the motionless
His
corpse.
vitals are gone.
Oh!
At last, some peace and quiet. Well, for a liar and a thief like him, there's hardly a better end than this.
Oh! Aleph, is that you? He reaches into the idealist's coat pocket and pulls out a dime. I don't like that black goo. Manos vindicte. It is an artifact marked by pattern veiled in smoke. An object seemingly not meant to exist in this world. A 20-sided die, known only through an omniscient perspective. And now it is stained in utterly corrupted blackness.
Just as I thought. You had it all along.
What the fuck was that? My brain. My brain. The Weaving of Shadows, Volume 4? Fate is like a mirror, its strongest reflection is shaped by time. Up to this point, I have participated firsthand in several sessions of La Sociedad. I'm not gonna say that. Those literary experiments treated language as an advanced game, weaving reality and fiction into an invisible web and snaring everyone present in a maze of words. Never before I have been so intimate with literature or thought about it so deeply. I was amazed by how words could vividly express both playfulness and values. Until that ordinary afternoon when a poet named Eduardo was reciting his new piece with refined rhythm and Miss Octavia was discussing the state of Sao Paulo with me. No one noticed anything unusual about Miss Julio's condition. Oh my god, it went from like chaotic to this peaceful music. Just like you wrote in the Teen Soldiers of Sao Paulo, the greatest of Latin America lies in its richness, and from that richness comes misfortune nor by insatiable greed. One man's poverty is another's feast. Suffering nourishes joy. And they are like riverbanks clearly divided. This duality, this paradox, isn't it precisely the kind of question we should be posing through literature? The thud of bone against hard surface interrupts her. Julio is banging his head against the wall. Oh no, not enough, not enough. Not like this. You can't grasp space and time. I'm still missing some essential language frameworks and thought patterns. With our current languages, I cannot reach the ghost of time. I can only let it slip away from the tip of my pen. Miss Julio, what's wrong with you? Unlike the panic Octavia, the other inmates around Julio seems unfazed. And that wall is unscalable, Julio. I told you already, I can lend you some of my bandages from last week if you need them. Who is this man? For permanently silent object and any form of narration is futile. In the end, you're just wrestling with your own shadow.
What are you all standing around for? Can't you see Julio's hurting himself?
Exactly. Octavia is clearly flustered. Doris knows she must first eliminate any outside interference that might obstruct her ability to help. Octavia, please calm down. Tell me, what do you see?
It's Mr. Julio. He's hurt. Bleeding.
He tried to break through the mirror of language with his head, but it was actually a wall. By now, Dolores had learned how to filter out the surreal embellishment typical of La Sociedad member. In order to correctly assess the situation, mirror or wall, it doesn't matter. Please take a closer look and describe what you see clearly without embellishment. What is Mr. Julio's condition? His muscles are spasming uncontrollably as if jolted by a cold electric current. His face is tightening, twisting like he's struggling against a silent force. His fingers are curling into unnatural shape. His expression keeps changing, first pain, then panic, and finally blankness.
Sounds like he's having an epileptic seizure.
Oh!
Perhaps I could offer some help.
She is a true doctor. And guided by the sound of Julio's whimper, Dolores approaches. His head is bloody.
Please, Miss Octavia, help me so I can help him.
Could you lay him down flat on his side? We have to stop him from hurting himself. I can use my arcane skill. Flashing light could worse than an epileptic seizure. Does your arcane skill emit intense light? If so, I must ask you to refrain from using it. Octavia hurriedly retracts the incantation and presses down on Julio's shoulder and lowers him onto the cold hard floor. The doctor kneels quickly and gently turns the man onto his side, preventing him from injuring himself any further. As time passes, Julio's convulsion begins to subside, but his body remains stiff, his jaw clenched tight. I took a disposable pad from his first aid kit and carefully placed it in his mouth to keep him from biting himself. Eventually, the situation came under control and Mr. Julio's breathing stabilized. And there everyone went straight back to the gathering as if it were only a minor inconvenience. Thank you for your help, Miss The doctor responded with a silent smile.
You seem experienced. Was it a major part of your responsibilities in Sao Paulo?
Exactly. Yes, saving others is my profession. Writing is my hobby. In my home, I am first and foremost a doctor. Mister, you have my utmost admiration as a doctor, as a writer, and even more as a person beyond any social categorization. You, a doctor who actually live in the favelas, pointed the barrel at yourself before wielding your words as a weapon. Compared to you, I achieve nothing of substance. All I do is wave ideals around as if that's enough. Miss Octavia, I'm simply a writer who follows a curiosity. I'm afraid I'm not qualified to provide you any concrete advice, nor am I as great as you say.
You're well prepared for your vision and ambition, for modesty is such an essential part of writing, and you've just demonstrated a skillful use of introspection.
Thank you for your kind words.
But I'd like to return to my room and think for a while. See you tomorrow. Interesting. Oh! Sal Kamala prison. The idealist pursues his ideals to write a magnificent vision atop the tower of literature. But for those outside of the tower, what good is that magnificence? Here I am, locked away in a prison, my words going further than these walls. I even only have my life because of my wretched father.
It's foolish to think that ideas alone could ease people's pain.
Maybe we're no different from the heretics who were burned at the stake of the Middle Age. Perhaps only professional like Miss doctor with real expertise can truly save a person. Wait, but this prison does have a doctor meant to handle every kind of issue, whose specialty is precisely in the mental field. But he's not just a doctor, he's an overseer of this prison. I once asked the idealist why the person in charge here wasn't a regular jailer or police chief, but a physician. As expected, he brushed me off with some grandiose idealist rhetoric. But why has the idealist always seemed to oppose to the physician?
Why?
Why can't patients like Mr. Julio, who are clearly suffering dysentery?
Puzzles on top of puzzles. Questions after questions.
Yep.
My head
hurts too. This whole thing is so damn confusing and it's hurting my brain. Her sigh echoes through the circular building, and it's soon answered by a chorus of other sighs.
I can't do this anymore.
I don't want to do this anymore. Miss Octavia turned and walked away, though she looked disheartened. I could still see the power of unwavering force that drove her forward. What would that force be? What would that force be for me? Looking back, I too begin to reflect on myself, to contemplate fate and grand and irreversible force. My brain. Oh, a new room. The spider's web.
Ladies, I must apologize for what happened back there. We were caught off guard. There has never been a commotion of that scale before. I must report this to the physician.
Don't worry, Miss Jailer. We made it out in one piece.
Thank you for your understanding. Ordinarily, I would arrange to escort you to a safer location, but I'm afraid at this hour you'll have missed the last train. And the roads are icy at night.
Well, they need to sleep there. Hearing this, Recoleta exchanged a quick but meaningful expression with her companions.
Vernon, we can't leave like this. We appreciate your kind consideration, Miss Jailer. But we still have some unfinished business here.
I see. I'll arrange a clean room in a safer section for you. We'll do our best to ensure your safety tonight.
Thank you, Miss Jailer. You've been a great help. That room. Night falls as the girls huddle together, scrutinizing their unfamiliar surroundings.
They actually found us a spare room.
Bleak, quiet, and somber. It's a cell like all the others.
Don't worry. This isn't the first time we've ended up on the wrong side of the bars.
At least this time we're just here for the night. Not a full sentence.
Yep. So that reminds me of chapter 5. So that lets out a whisper thing to us.
This cell is quite different from the ones we've been in before.
Not just the cell. The whole prison is unlike anything I've seen.
Yep.
And this society they've been running here isn't some mere pastime. They're having real discussions about meaningful topics, even though the rest of the world has been cut off from them.
But we're still in an Arcanist prison. A place where conflicts and violence can erupt at any moment. Let's not forget that.
Thank you, Senator, for being a sane person.
These prisoners are mentally unstable and potentially dangerous.
Yep.
Miss Recoleta, with all due respect, we can't afford to see this place through rose-colored glasses. We'd be overlooking the risks, as we did earlier.
And with all due
I
respect,
agree that
we didn't overlook any danger. At least I didn't. A writer
What do you
must be
mean?
observant if she is to accurately reflect the world in her writing.
But you...
We came here with different goals. And still, none of them have been accomplished. I suggest we focus on our respective missions, instead of fighting with one another.
Yep. Thank you,
Apologies, Timekeeper. Miss Recoleta, I take back everything I said.
Don't apologize, Soneto. I'm at fault too. Sometimes I forget that words can be as sharp as swords. You were only thinking about our safety. I shouldn't have been so rude. I actually really admire how you fought back there. If you'd allow me, I'd like to write a poem for you, once my novel's finished.
Damn.
That's terribly kind of you.
Terribly
But honestly, I think we've had enough poetry today to last a lifetime.
Let me know if you change your mind. By the way, did either of you see what happened to the idealist?
No. Recalling their recent conflicts, the indomitable girl finally
The
has
jailer told me she went back to the gallery once everything calmed down. She found nothing, No blood, no shell cases, not even a trace of the idealist.
Timekeeper, now's really not the time for ghost stories.
Oh no.
Do you mean that maybe the idealist somehow managed to get out of there on his own? Or perhaps someone else helped him?
Well, according to the idealist and our jailer, any inmates who are unwell will be taken to the physician. It's possible someone brought him there, while everyone else was shouting and running about.
You're right. It could be that he's with the physician right now. I'm relieved. That was a sudden plot twist, but a visionary of his magnitude doesn't deserve to die in silence.
To be fair, the gunshot was quite loud, as was the ensuing commotion.
Nonetheless, he couldn't have just died like that. I mean, the readers would riot if a writer were to kill off a character so abruptly. But you believe he's still alive too, am I right?
She knows her words are merely a cover. She needs an answer, a real undeniable answer.
There's nothing that we can be certain of for now. But on a brighter note, we didn't come back empty-handed from our mission either, Sonetto. We found Dr. Dorez's signature in the gallery.
Yep.
You were right all along, Recoleta. She was here.
But we didn't see her at the gathering. Could something have happened to her? Like with the idealist?
Probably.
Do you think she was also sent to the physician and never made it back?
This is all just speculation. If we want to find the idealist, or Dr. Dorez, we need to speak to this physician first. Miss
I've been
Recoleta,
waiting for you to say that.
do you believe that the idealist could be your pen pal, Aleph?
Whether he is or not, he's still my best lead.
That name touches a nerve once again.
Amigas, I've had this strange feeling in my gut since we got here. Something is slowing us down. Now, to figure out what it is...
A silent fear grips her like ripples suddenly appearing on a once still lake, unsettling in its quiet disturbance.
Look, it's a wild guess, but just wait till I finish. It feels like everything happening in this prison is somehow connected to my novel. El auge y la caída de la cordura.
We're no strangers to wild guesses, and sometimes they're closer to the truth than you'd think.
The rise and fall of sanity.
Yes!
Sorry. What exactly is your story about?
The quest is scattered at midnight, gloom outside moonlight spills over grey snow, grey-white snow.
Huh. Nunca pensé que te interesaría.
It starts... Sorry, it's been a while since I told it from the beginning. A few years ago, I worked as a forest ranger. It happened in a desert town called Amalfitano, in Sonora, back in 1975.
Okay, too patient listener. Watch this Tamarind girl waiting for the next part of the story.
You know what? Most people say the beginning's a bit hard to get into, except for Aleph. I'm thinking of rewriting it, but if you like the sound of it so far, maybe I could read you the latest part I just finished?
She studied her readers and freshmen, guessing madly at the next
Please.
one. Yes. Yes! Story time, guys.
Todo empezó con los datos de frecuencia de las cintas. El patrón general parecía haber cambiado. Al principio, la investigadora de paracausalidad lo atribuyó a un error estadístico. Un fallo, tal vez. Oh, sorry. But after a few days and long nights of meticulous calculations, that explanation only became less and less plausible. The odds of success and failure kept shifting, and the chance of repeating the previous result kept growing. It was as if someone had tampered with the rules and tweaked it to their liking. She took her findings to Amalfitano, the town of nothing, as they called it then. Near the old looms, she met a blind weaver who spoke softly of an old tale. I heard a strange rustling at dawn, like a die rolling along a wooden floor. Then the morning light dimmed and died. That was the last time I saw the sun. My own hands or the threats I worked with. The second time I heard the die roll, I was told the oxen in the field sank to their knees and never stood again.
It's so weird because like Igor says died.
By the third roll, the fields were crawling with frogs. Plows ran over them, and some still writhed, squeezing themselves deeper into the cracks in the earth. The fourth time the die rolled, 10 dormice plunged into the sea in a strange sleepwalk, and 10 bears feasted for the last time before winter arrived.
Okay.
The final roll of the die was cast in a cage during a duel. Before a crowd of eager eyes, the winner left with 10 pounds of gold, and the loser left with 10 flies, which fell on him to feast.
The quiet spread through the cell, like rolling.
Is that all?
Seems like it.
Well, there's more, but I haven't quite figured those parts out yet. Any thoughts? Anything. I can take it. Please, I really need some feedback.
Oh my God.
I wonder if the protagonist ever finds this die of Babylon in the end.
Oh, Verton, it isn't a real die, it's just a metaphor.
Kaito tidur ke? Yeah, probably that's what happened. Kaito memang famous untuk tidur dalam stream. Wait, hold on, let me go check on him. I'm not sure if he's asleep. Let me go check on him. Oh my God. How long has it been like that? No? This, I be there at 12 guy. Oh, yeah, he's definitely asleep, man. He's definitely asleep. Oh my God. Yeah, dia memang tidur. Confirm. Okay.
Oh, I see. I must have missed that. Sorry. Still, it's a beautiful story. Sad, but beautiful.
The story is still too obscure, isn't it? Aleph warned me about this.
I'm definitely
In our
gonna
last
tease him about
correspondence,
that.
he suggested adding the Blind Weaver to shed light on the hidden theme. It helped at first, but even with a sage advice, no matter how hard I tried, the plot just didn't seem to move forward. Feel stuck in that village with them, lost, dazed,
Alright, thank
isolated
you. No
inside their
problem.
small,
Thank
disconnected
you for
moments.
mentioning it to
Something
me
crucial is
so
missing.
that I can bring it up to
Leaving gaps
him
between the
later.
characters and the scenes. Should I change the storyteller's perspective? Start a different angle? Or maybe rewrite the characters completely? What should I do?
Before the writers sink into a swirling vortex of self-doubt, someone decided to push for something intangible.
Apologies, but you said your story somehow connects to what's happening here in the Panopticon. What makes you think that?
It's a strange feeling. Like, everything here belongs to a dream I once had. Only, I can't remember it.
Do you mean that you have a sense of déjà vu?
Deja
It's nothing to worry about. Our psychiatrist friend Kakania told me those moments are often the result of a dysfunctional connection between two parts of the brain. Like a little glitch in our heads.
No, it's nothing like deja vu.
Oh, she's getting defensive. The storyteller stepped back, politely agitated.
Deja vu is a single moment, a specific situation. But here it's everything. La Sociedad, the rules, the idealist, even the incidents in the gallery. Each one unfolds in a similar pattern, like the grooves on a record, telling a story I feel I've listened to before. Amalfitano and Comala. They're two sides of that same record, playing out the same tune. Whatever happens in my story seems to be happening here too. I had that feeling when I met you as well, Miss Verton. At first I thought it was only an interesting coincidence. You're much like the first character in my story. A traveler with a suitcase.
I thought that when you first met Vertin, you thought it was Earth. The girl rambles on, desperately relating to his character.
But then I realized, the doctor, your Doris, she's like the blind weaver who lost her sight to the dye despite having always been faithful to it. And the jailer, she's the bank clerk who assisted the corporation in taking over the town in order to escape her past. And the idealist, he's the murdered donkey driver, and the dye of Babylon. Now, mis queridos amigos ficticios. ¿Qué rayos les está pasando?
Wait. Are you saying that everyone we've met here matches a character from your story? Like some kind of archetype? That sounds unbelievable. But then again, maybe you're onto something.
It's been impossible, Vertin. We've been through a lot.
You see the world through a different lens that none of us share.
Not just the characters. The events here are mirroring my story too. Aleph. He's the only one who truly understood my story. If things are playing out just like my novel, then maybe Aleph is in fact still here.
Are you suggesting that someone is controlling the Panopticon in order to make it follow the same plot as your story?
It could be.
That they've set the rules, started the poetry group, planned the attack on the Idealist, and tried to prevent us from finding Dr. Dores?
Everyone is gatekeeping Dr. Dores.
If that's true, Miss Recoleta, it's very likely that the one acting against us is in fact Aleph himself.
Yep. Recoleta never expected the chain of reasoning to unravel this way.
But No. How could that be possible?
It is, because he's the only one that's actually well aware of your story. She interrupts only for confusion to creep onto her face moments later.
Why? Why would he do this?
It's something we don't know.
Don't see any reason why he'd be connected. He's an intelligent, cultured, and profound person, not a common killer.
You know, sometimes you don't know a person, you know, just through Texas, you know.
No, none of this
Texas letters.
Remember, Dr. Doris was brought to Ushuaia by the Xeno rebels, and we know they're connected to Manus Vindicte.
Yes.
If this Aleph really is hiding Doris from us, he may be working with them.
Maybe. Recoleta stands blankly for a time before clumsily shifting the topic.
Oh, my... Soneto. I didn't know you had such a flair for stories. Maybe you should join us and become a visceral realist too. I think you're only imagining things. Perhaps you were inspired by this strange prison?
Perhaps we all need to start writing our own stories.
Oh, you sound
Come
like
on
the
now.
idealist.
Whoever's out there, speak up. How can we help you?
Jaguar?
Who's there?
Jaguar. Who is it? Who was it?
I am ready.
Which of these darlings shall we attend to first?
Oh! Is this Garcia and... I forgot her name. Roberta? Looks like them.
I'll show you. I don't need the high ground to hurt you. I'll show you.
Keep calm.
Icaros, find your mark. For victory!
Let's go.
Death comes for us all. I found my... I'll show you.
Charging.
Icaros, eyes on the target.
And now, to return to my long-term...
That's it? Oh. Type operator recall P12, they cover their eyes, they descend into madness. When they speak of Manus Vindicte, their tone is always light, often laced with jokes, colorful description, like a greasy, hated musician smeared cloud like a drunk Edward Goya. Frequently crop up in their poetry. Even though I have never seen such a scene myself, I can still grasp their attitude towards Manus Vindicte. It was an oppression surpassing even their past suffering, yet subconsciously they ignore the similarity, perhaps out of denial, or perhaps because this prison had already taught them to obey, also subconsciously. But as far as I know, Manus Vindicte did bring their terror here. Those masks drove Arcanis into insanity and caused unbearable suffering, as if they were caught in an inescapable snare. After prolonged torment, they lost the ability to utter even a single phrase of their own language, reduced to slave of this underground faction, left with only a singular thought, their soul having left the empty husk of their former self. Damn! I mean, like, it is Manus Vindicte we're talking about. And as for human, it seemed they were driven to death en masse. At night, they were not allowed to prolong sleep, woken by their companions every hour to sit beneath the watchtower and chant prayers. And by dawn, high-intensity training and interrogation that did not require or expect any answer would begin again. The purpose of Manus Vindicte is buried beneath its cruel methods, as clear as the deepest crevices in the ice field. It is nothing but destruction. They seek to completely destroy humanity. Torres, is that you speaking? Anyways, on to the next one. The Central Tower. I think this is gonna be my last chapter playing.
Easy, easy. It's me, Garcia. We met at the gallery earlier. Please, I come in peace.
Octavia, honey. Recollector, please don't mind the young man's explanation. Focus wolves on the woman beside him.
It's you, Octavia! The murderer herself!
What the hell? Don't have
Please.
that attitude.
Calm yourself, Miss
Thank you,
Recoleta.
Bertie.
The
Thank
jailer
you.
has
I
already
love
confirmed that she wasn't the one to fire at the idealist.
Thank you.
The shot came from somewhere else in the room.
Oh my god, why are you so biased already? Recollector bites a leap, giving up a little space for the
Miss
intruders.
Octavia, what brings you here?
I come here out of goodwill. Believe me.
Poor woman.
I didn't want any bloodshed either. I understand you just arrived today. There's something you need to know about the inmates here.
Okay. The visitor's expression is very low.
We're outcasts, rejected by society and literature. And our privileges are limited within these walls. But before I started my own literature group, I struck a deal with the Panopticon Authority. If we cooperate and stay out of trouble, they'd leave us be. We could discuss literature freely and openly in Comala. Such a thing may seem trivial to you, but this—
Oh, there's no happier thing in this world than discussing literature. No one should ever put limits on it.
No, stop it, Recollector. I agree with the other woman.
You're right, Recoleta. But we're prisoners here. There are certain rules we have to follow, except the idealist didn't see it our way. He refused to compromise, believing that the long poem and his so-called ism could break us free from the cage of the ever-watchful eye.
Perhaps he was right. You might have achieved more if you'd listened to him. After all, visceral realism keeps us connected to who we are. You have to believe in the truth of visceral realism, because out there, beyond these walls, many of us still do.
And what has it changed? Garcia, you're the latest inmate here. Tell us, 3 months ago, before they arrested you and took you here, what has the visceral realism movement accomplished out there?
Besides that, Brazil had been patiently leaning against the railing, produced a metallic vibration on its grate. A rough paper rule burns between his lips.
At first, it was revolutionary.
Smoking?
Young poets joined in droves.
Oh my god.
We held gatherings. In the literary world, seemed I was just a kid when the leading poets left the city. Everyone thought it was only temporary. But they didn't come back. And nothing has happened since. No one says it. But we all know. Visceral realism died in 1977.
No, not for me. It's not dead as long as people still believe in it. I believe in it.
Oh no, Recoleta. Octavia ignores the childish remark. She knows that conviction can be as fragile as a spider web.
Belief, faith, what is this obsession with the true self? Why does your type always insist on there being a true self hiding beneath our roles in society? Our disciplines.
Look at the idealist. He never once stopped fighting for what he believed in, even long after he was put behind these bars.
Okay.
Idealist, what a name he gave himself. Who will he be when he finally breaks free from the eyes of the central tower? When he's left without his willful audience? And nobody. That's what. And that is a truth even he is terrified of.
Miss Octavia, I hope you've come with something more important to share than just some criticism of the idealist.
You're right. I have an important message for you. Dr. Torres. I heard you were looking for her. The woman from the Sao Paulo Veterans Residence.
Yes, that's right. Do you know her? You're the first person I've met here to speak plainly about her. Do you know where she might be?
We crossed paths, but only briefly. I'm not sure where she's gone. Maybe the authorities know. However, she left this with me.
Oh.
I think you'll need it more than I do.
Oh! Is that? Octavia hands over her personal folder. Before they might open it, she had already turned to leave.
We have other matters to attend to. I'll leave you to your business. Garcia, shall we?
The visitor leave in haste. Their faces an expression obscured by the night's shadow. The Foundation's investigator opened the worn manuscript folder with caution.
The physician told me the horrifying truth about the Panopticon of Kamala and the power behind it. Manus Vindictae. By becoming the Panopticon's sole patron, they seized control of the resources and the allocation system, turning this place into a living hell.
Oh my
I
God.
suspect that the physician, the current highest authority here, is responsible for this situation. I discovered that the inmates were put through brutal training, even when they were too sick to carry out their tasks. They also forced pure-blood Arcanist inmates to wear their masks, effectively turning them into murmuring puppets.
Just as we suspected. Manus Vindictae is orchestrating everything. No wonder we didn't find them in the city. They've been hiding here all along.
No one would have thought to come looking for them here.
They snapped the folder shut. A family signature is seen on the forward page of Utu magazine, and the receipt found in Sao Paulo Hartfeld home.
But why would Miss Octavia bring this to us? What's in it for her? Do you think she's trying to mislead us, Timekeeper?
Maybe. But the handwriting in that notebook is most certainly Erd's. If she's leading us astray on purpose, why? Miss Recoleta, what do you think? Could she be Aleph?
I don't think so.
Not a chance. Haven't you seen how she denies everything beautiful in the world? Aleph would never be so biased. No. Aleph is like a mirror. He reflects both light and shadow. But, Octavia, maybe she hasn't looked at the shadow within, for I know that look on her face. It's the look of a writer. I've seen so many like her during my trip. The faces of a lost, struggling generation.
Oh no. Under the night sky, Kabbalah prison stand like a forgotten gravestone covered by pine cold snow. What was the reason for that? In a room repurposed from a prison cell, three girls in search of someone share an absurd berserker ale. Meanwhile, at the entrance of Central Watchtower, a jaguar knocks on a secure door.
Dr. Merlin, I'm here to report on today's event.
Come in.
Oh, who is that? Who is that? Frantic writing breaks the quiet of the room. The jailer visit does not deter the man behind the desk, and he continued writing wholly absorbed, as if each letter were filling the world around him.
There was a commotion in the gallery today, sir. An inmate known as the Idealist was severely injured. The inmates nearby said he lost consciousness from blood loss. However, after we put everyone back in their cell, the Idealist was gone. I made a sweep of the grounds, but there was no trace of him. It's possible that he regained consciousness and went into hiding. I'll perform a full search tomorrow.
The jaguar finds herself quite unexpectedly concealing the truth about Pablo.
No need.
Sir?
Oh. So the physician is the left.
He knew the consequences of breaking the rules, did he not?
Sir, with all due respect, I think today's incident proved just how dangerous it is to let the inmates keep their weapons. We never should have let them walk around with deadly weapons, even if we had to. We should have doubled the guards. We can't expect them to follow their own rules simply out of fear of the central tower.
Why do they even need weapons? The physician interrupts her sharply, with no hint of
Such
concern.
matters fall beyond your purview, jailer. You only need to do what's required of your title. Is there anything else?
Oh my god,
There's
so
another
cool.
thing. 2 guests from the Foundation came through today. They said they were looking for someone named Doris. They've shown a willingness to cooperate, though they were involved with the incident in Corridor 0.
The sound of writing continues. The report is disregarded. The jailer takes a deep breath. The next part is difficult to say.
Sir, there is one. I told Miss Octavia we're short on rations, and she's adjusted the inmates' portions accordingly, but that won't last long. Manus Vindicte stopped providing supplies back in March, and Sino has collected all the prisoners they had previously placed in her custody. I just wonder why they have so suddenly withdrawn from Ushuaia and brought all the prisoners with them. I also noticed that we haven't received any orders from the government since Warden Tartuffe was transferred. In fact, we haven't had any communication with them at all. Sir, in frank terms, we're facing down a serious shortage of medicine, food, and basic supplies. At this rate, the Panopticon will soon be unable to operate. Where will our inmates go then?
The man before her said nothing for a long time, his pen still flickering over the page.
Can we ask the Foundation for help? They've sent their people here. Maybe they're interested in the Panopticon? I could arrange a meeting if you like.
You're unusually talkative today.
The man finally stops writing and looks up.
Pardon, sir?
That's fascinating, you know. You've become so much more concerned about this place and its inmates than when you first started. You are now dictated by your title.
I didn't mean to overstep. I'm sorry.
You can go now. I have a great deal of work to do.
He looks so cool. He beckons the jailer back before she leaves.
Make sure this month's Kamala Congress is held according to schedule.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The jaguar disappeared beyond the door, metallic footstep fading into the distance. Only then does the physician allow his suppressed frustration to surface.
How many times have I warned you about this? The Idealist has to go. He's nothing but trouble for us. You're too soft on him, Aleph. Look at the mess he has us in now.
What's going on?
Calm down. He's a rabble-rousing thief, a self-destructive maniac, a snake in the grass. He even stole the tea of Kamala from me. He's nearly ruined everything we've worked for.
The man angrily raises the once lost and now found eye. In the dim room, It flickers with a comforting
It's
glow.
only a die, Merlin. It does nothing more than a die can do. You were there today. You saw what he did. He managed to change the Panopticon with this die, even if only for a second. He'll ruin my work, Aleph. He's a slave to his passion. His head is filled with impulsive thoughts.
My God.
I don't trust him. I've done everything you've asked. Now it's time to do your part.
Is this like a fucking split personality or something? Like Aleph respond with indifference to physician's frustration, continuing his writing without pause.
Time's ticking down. I can't afford any further mistakes. No one can be permitted to stop my experiment. I'll prove it to them. That we have found the path to the ultimate answer.
What is it? Oh my God, it's the end. Okay, I'm definitely gonna stop here because I'm getting a bit tired. I'll probably continue this tomorrow and hopefully I can finish it by tomorrow. But yeah, thank you for stopping by. And overall the story is like, I don't know what's going on, honestly. It's just like, damn, my brain hurts. Like for the first time, I'm so confused of what is going on in this whole damn place, this whole prison, you know. But it is interesting. It's just late on my side, and I'm sleepy right now. So yeah, I will continue this tomorrow, hopefully. Yeah. But yeah. Look at Cassandra. Anyways, thank you for stopping by, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Another river stream. Bye bye.